Hello, everybody. It is an NFC clinching stream. So we thought we'd be in studio, but that fell over there, feeling a little under the weather. And respectfully, for everyone, we're doing it from our house because we're just going to kick back, relax. And I'm Vince Quinn. I am so glad we're not in studio for a bunch of third stringers and Davis Webb today. It's time to pop the champagne and, well, you know, I'm going to get started early with my own version of champagne. I'm going to pop one of our Cherry Crush sodas here. What's up, Oz? Welcome to the stream. And Vince Quinn, it is time to rock and roll. And I guess watch Jalen Hurts break a couple of touchdown records and then go sit on the bench, huh? That's what everybody's hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, this week started as butt clinching, and now it seems like number one seed clinching. So it is a nice transition. And yeah, everything today is about, like, records and not fucking this up. That's all it is. It's Davis Webb, dude. It's Davis Webb. I mean, this guy, he hasn't played a game. He's been in the league since 2017. You know how hard that is? You know how hard it is to be a quarterback in this league as a young guy and never get a chance ever from anybody? I mean, my God, man. That's pretty hard to do.
Just ask Tim Tebow. What's up? What's up, Ben? What's up, Steven? Alvin, thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Does Davis Webb even know this playbook yet? Like, wasn't he just signed to the practice squad a couple of weeks ago?
He was drafted by the Giants forever ago, so I don't know if they've, like, cut him, he's bounced around, whatever the fuck. He just, clearly they've, like, hardly cared about him. You know what I mean? So, like, this, and I love, just the fact that he's starting is, like, the funniest thing on the planet, isn't it? Like, it's so insulting to what this game is and all the people that are like, competitiveness, you play to win every game. And then Daboll's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not risking my backup for this game.
Yeah. Why would I even throw Tyrod out there? Which is something that I don't think any of us really thought of throughout the entire week, that like Davis Webb would have a possibility of going. I'm like, yeah, no, the Giants really have nothing to play for. And Vince Quid said, I just called you Quid again, I think, for a second there. But that's exactly why.
To leave the show, Vince quit. I just
Quid, like your money, not
quid.
like
Money. Quid is good. Quid is good. I like Vince Quid.
Good backup quarterback name.
Ooh, yeah, that is. Now, and I think along with the commenting, the streaming audience, and feel free to comment at any time. We'll have some fun things going on. I bet Alvin has got a good trivia question for us at some point during this stream. But we all owe an apology to the cameraless Taylor Credatus because he was 100% right. It's the only reason why Jalen Hurts is starting. He wants to break records. That's it, right? He wants to break a couple of franchise records, and otherwise he'd be sitting down right now too. It's Davis Webb, for Christ's sake. It'll be over before it starts.
It should be, and especially the fact that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's back, man. I mean, if this game doesn't scream Chauncey pick 6, I don't know what does. This is the perfect moment. He comes in, like, in the first half. He's going to get at least one pick on this guy. The whole thing should be a total joke. And, yeah, this should be a Minshew game. Like, I think, like we talked about in the middle of the week, Hurts on the bench, absolute in case of emergency, you go and break him out. But this is a stats thing, dude. It's just, it has to be.
And that's okay, right? You know, it's funny because we were talking just before we came on, and Tom Brady had to go break a completion record from what he had last year and then sat on the bench. So all in all, maybe I shouldn't have yelled at Vince Quinn because he really is Tom Brady, right? And that's
yeah. See, you're coming around. That's
if he is as psychotic up here about winning as Tom Brady is, I'm perfectly happy with that. But I will never call him Tom Brady or the next Tom Brady or whatever it is. So
can you call him like 2003 Tom Brady?
No, he's Jalen Hurts, and he is the MVP. And do you think there is still a small chance that somebody says, okay, let's give it to the kid, even though Patrick Mahomes was trying to break his own single season passing record yesterday? So.
No, now that they did, what is that song? There's that kid's song about the plague. They were doing like a Pop Goes the Weasel. Like everybody was like spinning in circles and doing some dumb shit last night against the Raiders, and it was really funny. So when they're doing things like that and Mahomes is setting records and all that, there's no way, man. He's getting the MVP. I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Wow, Bob Wright with the a wonderful stat before we start here. Davis Webb, 1 appearance in 2021, 2 rushes for -3 yards, never threw a pass, which means Gannon will, of course, let him start 5 for 5 in this one. Yeah, exactly. And see, like, as I've been telling you, me and Eagles Twitter have not been aligned on this at all. Maybe it's just Eagles fans in general have not been aligned with my takes, and that's okay because, you better see a lot of Nakobe Dean today. Okay? You better see a lot of – and on top of that, I better see a lot of blitzing from all of these guys. It's okay to go out of phase in philosophy, especially when, like, Jalen Hurts is going to throw 3 touchdowns. Can you just let him tee off and have a little fun? Can we actually see what you're made of here? I know you're not going to, and I know Jonathan Gannon never will, and I hope he enjoys his Texans job because I guess they just had to wait a year and, bypass like, nope, we weren't doing anything wrong, nope. And Lovie Smith, I think, fucking them over from the number 1 pick today. I don't know more on that. So Jonathan Gannon looks like he's going there. And wouldn't you know this? Shout out to Ryan I always screw up his last name. Ryan Meehan. It's just Meehan. Ryan, and again, it's from a semi-fake insider, in my opinion, Benjamin Albright, saying that Shane Steichen's going to go to the Broncos. So that makes more sense to me in, like, the quarterback situation of what could be and a good place to dump him off and be like, yep, good luck. Good luck with that. But I don't know. Any interesting takes from just who's been linked and not been linked from the coaching staff thus far?
Well, yeah, let's really talk about the Lovie Smith thing for a second here because Jesus fucking Christ, what a joke that is, dude. You can't tell me that an organization that hired Lovie Smith solely because they were afraid of the lawsuit laid out by Brian Flores last year, they go and hire Lovie Smith. Now they're going to, which was a sham hire to begin with.
That's exactly what they did. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so you hire this guy as a sham to not get involved in the racial discrimination lawsuit. So now what do? They keep him for 1 year with a dog shit team that everybody knew sucked. He's going to get fired after 1 year anyway, and they're going to hire the young white guy that they wanted anyway. Like, how is this not still a lawsuit? In my estimation, that's crazy to me.
And then Albert Breer had said something today that he said Sean Payton is not out of the possibility of Miami, even though it looks like I think the Dolphins just made the playoffs barely by beating the Jets there. So, which I was, there you go, a very nice score. This NFL owners will do whatever they want unless you're Dan Snyder.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And John, just between me and you and literally everybody watching. Hi, everybody. We're doing this on NFL Plus today because
yes, we are.
Because I do have the vid. Shout out COVID. So game did get started for me. We have a 3 and out. It looks like so the Eagles got the ball already. And
nice.
The massacre is well underway. So 13-27 in the first here. I assume
I just do a refresh for myself, so it is now up there. Really, really bang up job from the NFL Network and the NFL Plus, and
that app sucks, dude. Like I don't because I was trying to get it going in my living room, right? And I have a Prime stick in there or a Fire Stick in there, whatever the fuck. Anyway, yes. I got the NFL app on there, and as soon as you log in, the logo is like triple stretched out, like it looks terrible. I was like, oh, this is bad, and it was just constantly failing to load. It's just such a joke.
I've got the Philadelphia Eagles offense on the field. Do you?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You guys are terrifyingly behind.
I know. I told you that, but Taylor didn't believe me that he's going to be like a minute and a half ahead in this broadcast.
This is more than a minute.
Yeah, so there you go. Jalen Hurts, 1st and 10. RPO looks to his left, bang out to A.J. Brown to the 50, to the 40, to the 35, down to the 30. It's the first play. Again, please, God, score a touchdown and get him out of there. I told everybody. Yeah.
That was 4 plays ago.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Why is this an amazement for an engineer? I can't believe it, Taylor Credatus.
I could see 2 minutes or so, but not 4 plays.
Well, you're going to be our eyes.
Proprietary app. This isn't some third-party Mickey Mouse bullshit.
So if you want to catch up, if you're on cable or if you're watching via antenna like our good friend Taylor Credatus, we're at play number 2 if you want to sync up with this. They just showed Mike Quick on the screen. That's where I'm at, and Merrill Reese. Shout out to them. So A.J. Brown, new single-season receiving leader. There we go. Thanks, Bob. That was easy. That was quick. Done and done.
Yep.
Should see him getting out of there pretty soon.
Get him off the field, please. Let's get him off the field. Thank you very much. Let's get a Devontae Smith catch and get them off the field.
All right. I'm at 2nd and 10. 2:55 here in the first. Jalen Hurts, empty set, quick fire out to the left side. It is Quez Watkins running a correct route and getting 10, maybe 14 yards. Woohoo!
Oh, baby. Yeah, and here's how the sync works out. I just saw him go out of bounds literally this second. So this is fitting for a game where Davis Webb is starting. I mean, if there was ever a time for this kind of clown showery, this is it.
It's the absolute respect it deserves. Here's a little tempo. Quez Watkins from right to left. RPO. Jalen Hurts fires and throws to Dallas Goedert for 2-3 yards, and the Giants swarm all over him. Steven letting us know how scary far behind we are. Yeah, this is it. I'm telling you, baby. Listen, this is like a preseason game. We're just chilling. We told you this is over and done before it started, and it is.
Yeah.
It is. It looks like it is because they're going to score here. All right, Vince Quinn, who's going to get it? I'm going to say Jalen Hurts on his own.
Yeah, I'm going to say that they're going to try to throw the ball somewhere into like the 5 so Jalen can run it in. That's
all right, 2nd and 8. They're looking. He throws. He fires, and it is no PI to Dallas Goedert. All right, you fucks. If this ends up becoming a field goal after all this bullshit.
Well, it's first.
Yeah, get ready for it.
Oh yeah, get ready for it, Taylor.
Yeah.
Say.
Oh boy.
All right, I don't know if that's PI. That's just the ball's still in the air. That's a little weird. Yeah, exactly. Dallas Goedert, hands up in the air. I don't know what the fuck either.
I hope the Giants get possession back before you guys see the score.
I'll guarantee that happens.
We'll wait and see. The NFL, really a great endorsement for the NFL Plus app. 3rd and 8. Jalen Hurts looking, scrambling out to his left-hand side. There is people rolling all over the place, and of course it's ending with a fucking field goal, isn't it? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Cato saying maybe run the damn ball. They march all the way down the field, strike out in the red zone, and we're already saying run the damn ball.
Yeah.
There's Wink Martindale, everybody. My New York Giants, a playoff football team, which you guys told me, oh, don't worry about.
Yeah, they suck. Team still sucks. I'm putting Dayball up for Coach of the Year, but the team sucks.
Steven, what don't you understand? If you're at home, we are watching TV via the NFL app, and I didn't want to be 4 minutes ahead of my friend Vince Quinn.
Yeah. Well, here's the ultimate problem is why we're not watching it on TV. I cut the cord.
Yeah, he cut the cord. And you should be cutting the cord. You don't have to watch sports live with everybody. It's okay.
Well, it's like I don't care about being on time with everybody for Twitter, and I also didn't think I'd be doing broadcasts from home like this. So, unfortunately, this is COVID's fault. Blame COVID. But
has Steven been happy all year, by the way? Stephen K, has he been happy about all year? First, he goes after my beard. Then he goes after you. Then he goes after me. Good gracious. We're going to send Steven a soda, and we're gonna make sure he's okay. All right? Oh, is that why they went to Mike Quick, and that's why they broke the record? Okay.
Yeah, because he broke the receiving record, and then you're going to get another one, which was Irving Fryer, who has the receptions record. Which Jesus Christ, Irving Fryer has the record. So Smitty's going to get that with I think 2 catches he passes him.
Beautiful. Well, what's how we doing on the actual live broadcast there, T? How's the Giants have the ball yet?
Giants are about to get the ball back, yeah. I'll tell you when. Did you guys see the flea flicker touchdown to A.J. Green in the Cardinals-Niners game?
I did not.
No.
Yeah. It's now a tied game.
That's fun.
Wow. It's 6-7 now, so.
I'm going to beep Cowboys Commanders. Wow, Washington's up 7-0?
Yep, just saw that. McLaurin touchdown.
Wow.
That would be hilarious. Then it's a really not matter game. All right, here we go. From Alvin, beat the Barchard. The Eagles and Saints have played 4 times in the playoffs. The QBs, the last 2 games was Foles versus Breeze. And who is the QB matchup for both teams in the first 2 playoff games? Very good question. The obvious one is Jeff Garcia versus Drew Brees. That happened. That's when the Saints went to the Super Bowl and won. Fuck. No, that was the Bears.
That was Sheldon Brown folds up Reggie Bush game.
Yes, and then the next. See, I don't know. When is the last Saints?
Vic?
Is it? No, he wasn't. Oh yeah, it was Vic, wasn't it?
I think.
that was Green Bay. Benjamin going with, is it Foles twice? Once in
the Eagles,
2013.
yeah,
13 and 14. You're
Sproles
right.
Game. Yeah, it's the Darren Sproles big return in late in that game to seal it.
13 and 18. So I think credit to Benjamin Lindsay if you are right, my friend.
Oh, the QB's the last 2 games was Foles versus Breeze in the question. So,
My bad. Okay, who is the
so the other
QB?
one, you're going back to what? Is that the 70s or the 80 run? Is that the 8? It's somewhere
No,
like
I don't. They didn't. Oh, they might have played. They definitely had an infamous 80s game during the Buddy Ryan era. When was that? 1989. So I'm going to go, and I'm not even sure if that was still. I'm going to go Cunningham. Yeah, Cunningham was the last. So Cunningham, and what did we say first?
Was Dan Fouts a quarterback for the Saints? I don't know.
Back then,
mostly, right? I don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
Greasy, was he still around? I don't know. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna. My only guess I've got is Dan Fouts, which I don't even think is remotely accurate, but that's all I got.
I have a prediction. Davis Webb's gonna be killed by Hassan Reddick on this field.
Oh, sweet. That's good to know. Let's see what happens on 2nd and 9 after it was just a simple flare. I do see Giants on my field. How about you there, Vince Quinn?
Yeah, Giants are on the field. If I see if Reddick gets 5 sacks today, by the way, which is 5 sacks, but there's nobody playing for the Giants, so maybe. If he gets 5, he ties Reggie. That's one of the records, tying Reggie for single sacks in a season.
Almost got one right there on my screen. Reed Blankenship almost with an interception. 3rd and 9 for the New York Giants on our screen, and we did get Garcia versus Breeze, so that is one, and it's going to be really, really hard to remember the other one for me because I think you're right. I think it's the Buddy Ryan 80s game. I have no clue. Got Cunningham and just need the other Saints QB. Yes, I it's not Greasy. It's whoever that little Bear, right? Bear, is that right? Beir or something like that? Isn't it something stupid? He wore the number 3. If I'm remotely close, let me know. And here is Hassan Reddick about to just jack up Davis Webb as he throws on 3rd and 9 to a wide open tight end, but just overthrew him. So here comes the punt team. My goodness. Yeah, Taylor was right. Hassan Reddick's going to get it. And, yeah, I'm close. It's whoever it's Rick Meir. It's not Rick Meir. It was in that, skip to there. I got the number. I can see it in my brain now. So
yeah, it's just a little before my time. I don't have it. I got nothing on that.
And I believe the Eagles beat the hell out of them on the road, if I'm not mistaken. But the punt goes nowhere. It rolls all the way down. Rick Meyer, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tim. But I don't. Or like AJ, it's some goofy ass name. What's up, Tal?
Yo, Tal, my man. He's probably watching this in like the Bahamas or something. That dude's always on a jet living his best life. I'm very jealous, Tal. I'm very jealous.
The bottle full of rum. All right. Can we talk about something that's been very important to my heart this week and got yelled at while we're waiting for the Eagles to come back on our screen? Yeah, and Alvin remembers, correct on the beat down as well on that one. Listen, the fact that Nakobe Dean is not even playing in Game 18 with Kaiser White problems is a problem, right? He's not even going to He's not even going to sniff the playoffs. He's still going to stay on the special teams. He's not going to see the field. This was my concern when he was drafted. I said this a long time ago. We had this discussion. Is it a mistake or not? I think officially it's a mistake drafting Nakobe Dean.
Nah.
Right now.
He's a 3rd-round pick. I'm not worried about it. In the few moments where I've seen him, he's looked good. If he came out there in a couple of snaps and looked like shit and then we still never saw him, then yeah, there's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way. I mean, I'd be way more worried about it. But now, I mean, he's looked good. I think everything about his like pedigree, SEC guy, the way they talk about him of being sharp and being able to diagnose, I think he's fine, man. I don't know if they just love Kaiser for whatever reason, or it's a veteran thing. They don't want to change stuff up now. I don't know, but I'm not worrying about Nakobe yet. If next year, because like who knows what Kaiser is going to be, and ideally they don't re-sign him. You know, like it should. If they re-sign him and he gets starter money, then I'm a little worried about Nakobe Dean. Then there's a big red flag. But until that moment, I'm not worrying about the guy yet.
And then Cato saying, well, he was drafted in the third round. I was like, yeah, well, they're supposed to be contributors, though, not just special team contributors. You're supposed to have, like, by this point in the season, I'm just saying, that says something to me that it's more probably not ready than Jonathan Gannon, though. Can we agree on that? I'll accept, like, maybe he looks good next year and there's a thing and he comes on and he looks fine. His build compared to Kaiser and compared to TJ, it doesn't look like this defense to me. That's all.
Classic Eagles, small guy, high motor. Come on, John. This is classic Eagles football right here. Project guy, high motor, man. That's what it's all about.
When this game gets out of hand, I better see Nakobe Dean for like 65% of the time, at least in the second half. So hopefully that happens as Eagles are taking 1st and 10. Little quick shot to Devontae Smith, who gets across for 9. That's nice. Out to the left-hand side.
All right. And do you want to concede on this last quarterback? Everybody's giving us hints, but I don't have shit on it. Guy, the initials are BH.
Oh, BH. It's like a
Bobby
Bubby.
Hoying.
Is it? I don't think it's
not
Bobby Hoying.
It's definitely 1,000,000% not. The only quarterback I can think of that's older BH.
Jalen Hurts just took a nice little RPO mistake there and slid for a loss of 1. Did you get that?
Yeah, that looks like an injury play. Like that's playing safe if you ask me.
Oh, it's Bobby. It's definitely Bobby. But
See,
it's like Bobby Haybaker or like Bobby. It sounds like some dude that should be shoveling hay or something like that.
Yeah,
3rd and
Bobby?
2.
Hold this L, baby. There you go. How about that, Bobby?
Think
Third
about the
and 2.
Chargers.
Dallas got it first down. What's that?
Think about the Chargers quarterback.
Think about Herbert.
Yes.
It's Bobby Herbert.
Never
really?
heard of Bobby Herbert in my life.
See, that is a NASCAR driver name. That is not an NFL quarterback, and thus why we did not hear him.
Oh, you beat the Barchard. You beat the Quinn.
You
Good
did
work,
it again, Alvin. Alvin,
Yes.
I have your address saved. Guess what, buddy? You're getting one of these in the mail because I don't think your pizza coupons have arrived yet. So that is coming to you, my friend. Good questions today. 1st and 10 as, hey, behind center, the Miles Sanders handoff for 2 yards. That's exciting. Here's from Tall there. A good question there. If you are the GM there, Vince Quinn, are you resigning White or are you moving Dean up as a starter?
Yeah, ideally it's Dean. I mean, look, I gotta see what the guy looks like. I mean, the only reason he slipped, and this would be the only other thing I'm concerned about is thinking about the guy is the medicals, which didn't seem to be a real thing. So maybe there was some weird underlying issue. I have no idea. But with the information that I've got, which is he's fully healthy, then I'm going with that guy. I mean, I'm hoping at 1, I'm also, it's not just that I want to invest in Dean, but 2, I'm trying to get a comp pick of some kind off of Kaiser White. I mean, if this season could get me even like a 5th round pick because he signs a deal somewhere, great. That's a huge win, man. I will take that in a heartbeat.
Oh man, yeah, Dallas is not having any fun here. As
Good bunch of losers.
I'm probably signing Kaiser, honestly. If you want my, I don't think. Well, I guess him or TJ. It doesn't matter. Whichever one costs less. As Jalen Hurts goes for it all on 3rd and 9. It is caught. Oh my God! What an amazing catch by AJ Brown. After I was just about to yell at Shane Steichen for what the fuck is his game plan so far. Bails them out once again. Vince Quinn, as it is close to 1st and goal. Unbelievable. Look at this. Step for step with Williams here.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm glad you had a nice long call there because it just wrapped up for me. So
you're getting the backseat view as Dallas Goddard now stuffs his way forward for a 5-yard gain with a nice little stiff arm.
Okay, but that AJ play, it looks a lot like the first game against the Giants, doesn't it? I mean, it's taking shots down the sideline. AJ, they just can't cover him, and you expect to see that for ideally just a half, and then we never see these guys again.
Vince, you're not watching the last Broncos game?
The last Broncos
Come
game was
on, man.
week 6, as far as you ask me. They have not played a game since. I don't know who the Denver Broncos are. It's very hurtful for me.
The new Sean Payton team?
Yeah, I think that's happening. I think they're going to try to offer a ridiculous deal to try to get him to save this thing.
Second round pick, $15 million a year for 5 years. That's what that's my guess if they want him. That's what it's going to take.
Yep.
Not football really. Oh, speaking of catching on fire, wow, Steven was literally caught on fire at work on Friday.
Oh my God. What?
Would love to know more about that. First
yeah,
and 10.
we need some details on that, Steven. I hope you're all right. First off, let me say that.
Yeah, looks like he's doing okay since he's here and hanging out today.
Better than my stream, which froze. So you tell me
nice.
what's going on.
There you go. Well, since your stream froze, I'll let you know. Miles Sanders ahead for 5 yards to the left-hand side. It's 2nd and 5. They are flirting with the red zone, Vince Quinn.
Okay, yeah, because for me, Jalen's had about, I want to say about 80 seconds in the pocket right now. He's really had a lot of time to make a decision here.
Yeah, Bob Wright saying I thought the Saints wanted a first for Sean, and they probably do want one, but I just find it hard that someone's actually going to give them the first-round pick for him. I don't even think the Broncos are that stupid, and they are really stupid. So we'll have to see.
Never know.
They're both really bad at negotiating. So
yep. And look, desperation leads to stupidity. It just does. It happens all the time.
oh my God, a gas can blew up on me and blew up burned your entire hand. My God.
Oh my God.
Well, stop. Stop. I don't know what you're doing next to a gas can. And fire. My goodness.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. Sorry to hear that.
1st and 10, Miles Sanders stuffed. I'll have you know, Vince Quinn, if you're still having problems with your stream. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's funny because the scoreboard on the app is ahead of you, but it's behind on the stream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this whole thing is so ridiculous. It's so
we got
pay for
10-0 coming up here. As it is Boston Scott Day, so. Yeah, good point, Tim. If an entire gas can blew up and all you got was your hand burnt. Whew. Speaking of Boston Scott, here it is. Second and goal. I bet a man who can get in and score a touchdown. Let's see if we're right about that. There he is, right up the middle to the 5, plows through, stays up on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles! That is his Boston Scott Day indeed. Ring the bell.
There you go. You love to see it. You love to see it. I mean, the guy, he's going to earn another contract solely because of the New York Giants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be an Eagle, but he's at the very least going to be in Washington. I'll tell you, they got to sign that guy, man.
The reason why you don't sign Nyheim Hines is because he doesn't guarantee you 4 touchdowns against the Giants every single year. So I believe the Commanders are still I don't know what's going on. I think they just went for it and missed, but they're still up 7-0. 10-0 over here. The Cardinals, I believe, are still leading the 49ers. Is that true right now, Taylor Cordatis? I can't see it on my watch here.
I got red zone on my little side screen, but last time I saw it was 6-7 Niners.
Okay. So that'll be hilarious if this game ends up like they didn't even need to send Jalen Hurts out at all if everybody loses that. Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
Commanders missed a field goal. That's what happened.
That's what it was.
Baby, we're back.
Okay.
Ron Rivera going to make it, by the way? You think he's surviving this offseason?
Yes, for sure. He's got the Wentz catalyst.
Is Dan Snyder still the owner?
That's a good. I think, but I don't think he can sell the team fast enough right now to get rid of it in an offseason.
Then no, Ron Rivera's not staying.
See, that would make me think that he is staying, because if I'm Dan Snyder, like, I don't want to saddle. I mean, he's not smart, but if I was a absolute tyrant and misogynist and general piece of shit, then I would try to keep Ron Rivera around for the idea that it's just He's been there. Everybody's familiar. You're just skating through one more season, and then the new ownership can do whatever the fuck they want. And they don't have like a new contract for some guy that just got in there, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a large, I want this guy, I want that guy. Pretty sure Dan Snyder threw Carson Wentz out there to tank, or somebody did. So.
No.
Which is
they
really
thought they were
funny.
going to win.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
They must have. I don't know. I mean, Sam Howell's in there now, so.
Kicking ass and taking names. And, hey, actually, yeah, real good question from Stephen K. here while we're in the middle of the commercial break. Who would you bring back this offseason? Vince Quinn? A little CJ action or Bradbury if you could only choose one or the other?
Yeah, Chauncey. It's got to be Chauncey. I mean, it's versatility and age. Those are the biggest things for me. Plus, like, look how much this. It's not just the defense, but look how much this season's changed without Chauncey. I mean, that guy was leading the league in turnovers, and when you're looking at the last couple of weeks, what's been the biggest difference? Turnover differential ain't the same. You know what I mean? Like they've been losing the turnover battle in some of these games, and without Chauncey, I'm not surprised. So. Yeah, to get a safety at his age, and he's still new to the position, man. Like he played it a tiny bit in New Orleans, but hardly. I'm going Chauncey, and I'm not thinking twice about it.
Yeah, to be honest, I think there's a way you can keep all three again if you wanted to do this. But yeah, it's CJ by a mile for me too. Like it's the versatility, the ball hawking. And to your point, I think they are. In the last 8 games or so, they are like down 7 turnovers. Most of that because of him. You know, there's really great opportunities that front seven has created, and especially Hassan Reddick, like we're probably going to see here in a little bit too. Yeah, absolutely. You need a. And God, is it time for the Eagles to try and take a stab and draft a corner again? Oh no. A lot to talk about in the offseason after they win a Super Bowl. But, we probably won't care by then. Should be interesting what they do at corner two, though.
They're going to need some other young guy. I mean, unless they really believe in, like, Goodrich or Joby, which, hey, I'm glad they made the team and they've been around, you know. But, like, I don't trust any of those guys. You gotta figure out youth. Or maybe they just keep playing the same game. And it's like, let's sign another vet. It's just going to be some guy to come in. It's you're more likely to get like a Bradley Fletcher or a Kerry Williams than you are to get a guy like Bradbury. But if they can't draft and develop guys, then I don't know what else you do.
Well, speaking of drafting and developing, Milton Williams just killed a man, so it's 2nd and 12. I don't know if you saw that or not, buddy. But Davis Webb flings another one out to the middle for about 6. Yeah, they could. Well, they're going to probably have to hire a new DC, and he's already in the building. His name is Vic Fangio, even though he's not. And
yep.
What do we got here? 3rd and 10. What do you see on your screen, Vince Quinn? I just want to make sure where you're at.
3rd and 6.
Okay, good.
And Davis Webb kind of looking around, and he just got the snap.
Okay, good. I'm now I'm behind you. See how that works?
Leapfrog, baby. I'm sure it will change
to restart you
throughout this game.
And people pay for this service?
I know.
Apparently they do.
What
First
a joke.
down for the Giants. My goodness.
Well, and this might be one of those things where it's on YouTube next year, right? So I've been thinking about YouTube TV, and this might be this is something that definitely nudges me towards that.
Yeah.
We should probably just get it anyway for the show. We should just have it. Like we should just. We can talk about that later, but I'm down to get.
Oh
YouTube
yeah, no,
TV.
there's a cool thing that Tro Bro Dude was doing actually too. That was where everybody can watch with you. So.
Oh, sick!
That's we could like as long as we have like an Xfinity account or whatever it is, everybody can watch along with us. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be down to anything. You know, we got to obviously. You know, we're only in year 2 of this, so a lot of things to work on. I've been looking at AI tools like a motherfucker, so who knows what we're up to next.
Probably going to take over the world with how. See, if you just would have flooded AI with like your Russell Wilson takes, maybe Howie would have listened. And thank God he didn't. So.
Well, thank God he didn't. God, what a mess.
Ooh, Davis Webb going empty set 2nd and 9. Yeah, Vince Quinn, if you're ahead of me, tell me what's going on, because then I can watch the replay and comment, and I'll try and leapfrog you the next quarter.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. There's some pushing and shoving right now, actually. You threw it to me at a perfect time. So Giants. I
Ooh,
think it was
can't
Davis
touch the
Webb.
quarterback. Ooh.
Yeah, runs down the side, gets a first down, gets shoved by the sideline. Players don't like that. I'm surprised they know who he is and care enough to do that. But okay, good for them. And so pushing and shoving a flag. It's a warranted flag. I mean, he does Webb's clearly going out of bounds, and his foot is technically out by the time he gets hit. So he tried to dodge it.
It was a love
whatever.
bump.
You're
And
gonna-
Davis
you're
Webb
gonna
with
eat
an
shit.
Oscar. And we get a flag, too. What? See, that's why N'Kobe Dean starts. TJ Edwards making dumb penalties. Steven, I think, honestly, I don't think you're going to get a different answer than Vic Fangio, other than anybody else it's working for. Outside of that, I actually think it's internal. I would say I'd be surprised if they hire for anybody from the outside, because you're already building this defense in a certain way, and I'm sure they can shuffle that around. I think it'd be really hard to maneuver a lot of the guys, especially with they did, draft Jordan Davis for a reason and all that. So I don't know.
Yeah, they've tried to change a lot over. And look, one of the guys that we talked about a little bit earlier in the season, because he started to get some buzz as the next DC, Denard Wilson. So Denard Wilson could very well be the guy, and maybe they keep Fangio around unless he gets lured somewhere, or hopefully Fangio is the guy and he just stays here until he retires, basically. That's the dream for me. So, yeah, we'll see where they go. They've got some options. 2nd and 7 here, and Eagles close that up, which they should when you've got like 2 starting linemen in this game for the Giants.
Big play coming up.
Big play coming up. All right, sweet. I'm gonna try and get at least close to you guys. Man. CJ
This is
getting
so bad.
Yeah, it's a clown show, but it's Roger Goodell's fault, so I don't feel too bad about it. It's going to be 3rd and 8 here for the legend, Davis Webb. All-time great Giants quarterback, Davis Webb.
Tim, don't do this.
Oh, God. Oh,
Don't
no.
do
Taylor, you're scaring me. And he throws. Okay, it's knocked away. There we go. Bradbury covers it. We're good. We're good, despite Taylor trying to put the fear of God in me.
No. Taylor was saying, don't do this for Brian Dawkins for the next DC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Tim. No, Tim. No. Don't. Tim, no.
Seth Joyner.
Seth Joyner. Man, that's funny too. When you call for blitzing, everybody just thinks you're Seth Joyner. When you complain about it, that's amazing. Seth has carved out his own little niche. If you call for blitz, you're Seth Joyner. It's great.
When he's not.
Is this a fake kick? Is this bad snap? Oh my God, the Giants are so bad today. This is going to be so
good. I get a clear view of this because he's just lining up right now.
Oh yeah, dude. Wait till you see this play. It's so bad.
4th and 8. Here's the snap. The hold. It was a misfire. That's a definite misfire. That was not a fake. Go home. You needed Jalen Hurts to start this fucking game? Good Christ.
Yeah, put Minshew in, please.
All you scaredy cats this week. My God. What would happen? That's what would happen. Fucking missed field goals and Davis Webb. Wow.
Well, yeah, which thank God. I mean, if the Giants did the dumb thing with the Joe Judge mentality,
and they scored by running the football, by the way. Just throwing another one in there.
Well, I like hearing you say that. So that doesn't bother me. But yeah, man, if they played everybody and this was a real game, I could understand wanting to play Jalen because the Giants are trying to actually win the game with your starters, and you got to put in your starters. You just have to. But in this case, yeah, they probably should have started Minshew for this game. It just feels like Sirianni does have a sense of the records and what matters to these guys and trying to get them their due a little bit. We talked about it before earlier in the season. Miles Sanders got his first touchdown in game 1. A whole offseason of, Miles didn't score, he didn't score, and then immediately what do? Bam, get him a touchdown in the first half of the first game. So I think they're just aware of that stuff, and they're trying to take care of guys like that. AJ gets the record right away with yardage. Has Smitty gotten a catch yet? I don't even know if he has.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So all those so I think they're trying to check off a lot of the boxes here, and then they'll try to get everyone out by halftime.
Yeah, and that's fine. It's just, I enjoyed the panic of most people this week, and this was overkill week, myself included. I mean, I was really getting into it on Twitter almost every single day. Just really ridiculous shit. Shut up and do your job. Go eat some lunch. It was that kind of stuff. What am I thinking here? So I'm glad it's over, and this looks like it's going to be a cruise missile. Can you believe this? Jalen Hurts is going to have 2 fucking weeks to chill back and just hang out and prepare for some dumbass that thinks they're going to come into Philadelphia and win. Can't believe we're here.
Well, thinking about some of the really bad teams that have a chance to get in here at the end. Green Bay's one. The Lions are another. Detroit's fun, man. I really want Detroit to get in. I'm rooting for them so hard.
Quick side note: when's the last time Detroit played a Sunday night game? I don't know the answer, but it's got to be decades.
Yeah. Is it that Cowboys playoff game with Stafford?
Ooh.
Is that the last time? I can't remember.
So
they have not had.
Are you talking like regular season T?
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't even count that. Yeah,
I would say maybe the year after that. Then just because of that, they made it to the playoffs, so maybe that earned them a Sunday night game at that point. So I'd say 2010.
I'll look it up. I'm curious now. Meanwhile, you've got the Eagles in front of you, don't you?
Well, yeah. So they're showing the replay now of this botched field goal attempt with the guy who's got crazy awesome hair.
Nice.
So yeah, I dig
Miles Sanders for a quick run there. Then that's what I just saw.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 2nd and 6 now for us on the NFL Plus app, which is more of NFL minus if you ask me, but that's neither here nor there. So let's see. Yeah, hand off to Sanders again, and he gets a nice probably 3.5, which they never like to talk about half yards, but I'll say 3.5. So
wait, do you mean from this past year, T? By the way, not including tonight. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
going through the Wikipedia.
Yeah, so am I.
2012.
That's the. I was just at 2013. I hadn't seen him. So
yeah, 2012 Lions at Niners.
Almost 11 years. 11 years since the Lions have been on Sunday Night Football. Good for them.
And Bob, I'll get to you in just a second. I like your question in there. But thinking about these 3 teams that the Eagles could play as a 1 seed going against a 7 if they end up winning next week. So you got the Packers, you got the Lions, you got the Seahawks. Who do you least want to see, and why is it the Detroit Lions? Because it's the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. I would. I mean, none of them scare me. The least one I want to see is the Detroit Lions, though. That's what everybody's been saying. Oh, you don't let them in.
Yeah.
Don't let them in. But I don't have a problem with that. It's still Jared Goff in the playoffs, and he's having a great year. But it's not like
it's different golf. This is different golf for sure.
It's semi-golf. Semi-different golf. He's doing great. He's doing great. It's just there's a. Can't believe the fucking Eagles punted, by the way. On the fucking 50. It's 4th and 2. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's still the Lions would be the toughest matchup, no doubt about it.
Right. Yeah, that's really what I think too. Like Seattle is funny because of all my Russell Wilson takes. It's funny for Seattle to come into town. Which, by the way, I don't know if you saw this. Geno Smith, has now thrown for the most yards ever in a season for the Seahawks. So he just did that. And I think he has a chance to have like a 70% completion percentage, which has never happened for the Seahawks. So.
There you go, Vince Quit.
He might have more passing touchdowns for a season, too. Because he's had multiple games. He's had multiple games with like 2 touchdowns plus. Just passing, not rushing. So
yeah,
unbelievable.
God,
and Bob, I want to answer that in 1 second. Commanders are 2nd and 8 from the Cowboys 10. They get absolutely stuffed. So Commanders still on the doorstep there. I don't have any concerns about Lane not being like at 100% or any of that. It's just what. Do you remember that we didn't know that Alshon Jeffrey was playing with a torn rotator cuff like the entire time throughout the playoffs and made some of the most magical catches of all time. Everyone got such a BG was banged up. So many people waited for the inevitable is like, yes, you have to get this torn. There's no way that you're going to damage it further, and the pain's going to be fucking terrible if you get hit. Or like, I can't imagine playing with a hernia. I've also never gotten shot up with a cortisone shot in those areas, so I have no idea. Plus the adrenaline when you're there, and all that. The only thing that doesn't, like your body won't move the way you want it to. It'll tell you, but I'll take 75% Lane Johnson over 100% Driscoll any day of the week. So
yeah, I definitely would too. And look, he's played through injuries of different degrees over the years. I mean, wasn't it like what was it last year where he was playing for a stretch where they were like, yeah, his ankle is basically spaghetti right now, and he's still out there. It's like he's unbelievable, man. I mean, he's just one of the greatest picks this franchise has ever made. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he's playing so well at this age, I can't doubt him until he gives me a reason to do it.
And I'll even say this: in a fucked up GM, you're only looking at players as numbers and not humans. You only need Lane Johnson to get you through 2 games. You could probably get Driscoll to play the Super Bowl and have Jalen Hurts cover up. Like you can get into those situations where I think that's another factor in this too. As long as he's good until the NFC Championship game, that's more than enough that I would be expecting to deal with that injury. So, Tim, legit question says, has there ever been a right tackle that is better than Lane Johnson? Not trying to be a homer, but I honestly can't think of one. Nor can I. There's right tackles aren't as glorified as left tackles, but I can't think of one that's close to him. I can't think of one that's a guy that is basically never given up a sack in 2 years. So
I can't think of anybody either. I mean, it's really hard, and also it's so interesting too because the way the tackle positions changed. I mean, it used to be that it was always the left side, and that was where you always put your best guy. So even if some of these guys that are like Hall of Fame left tackles, they might have played some time at right, they did switch to left. Because that's just where you were. And the Eagles were like, nah, we're good. We're going to keep this guy at right tackle. He's amazing there, and there's nothing wrong with that. So they kind of bucked the trend in that way, or started a trend in that way. So to be able to keep Lane there through his career is pretty amazing. And I mean, on some level, it might even go back to like John Runyon. I mean, you had Trey Thomas for that stretch, and then it goes to Jason Peters. So like they didn't need to move him, but they went all in really heavy. He was a free agent and had a great career here. And then, a couple years later, you got Lane Johnson. They just let him stay.
Yeah. I mean, you even think of like Todd Harriman's and all those other guys, even through Eagles history, is just, man, like it's how the fuck Lane sustained his career after all the stuff that he went through there. Reed Blankenship, by the way, really feeling it with CJ back here.
And they almost blocked a punt too. They almost got their hand on it.
Oh, I'm about to see it here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kaiser getting in there. Nice.
There you go, Kaiser. Don't call me N'Kobe White.
But Lane, between like being the only guy that was worth the shit in that first round in 13.
Yeah, like Luke Jokel.
Yeah, I mean Eric Fisher, I think was in that draft too.
He ended up having a good career. He was in the league for a long time. If he's not still putzing around somewhere.
Yeah, and then all the other stuff, all the supplements that weren't supplements, and I just remember there was such a big discussion around Lane in 15, 16, right around that of like, if he does it one more time, he's going to be suspended for a year, and this is a mistake, and Howie Roseman's a prick, and like now it's like no one even thinks about it. So it's just it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they had it written in his contract that if he got caught again, they could just cut him immediately with no penalties whatsoever. All
no
of his
guaranteed money.
Yeah. I mean his career would have been effectively over. So the fact that he was able to narrow things out and be as great as he is after the fact. Because for him to be that great initially and then switch off and then not be as good would be expected. But holy shit, man. I mean, he's just the real deal. And it kind of really tells you that he just didn't need it in the first place.
Yep, absolutely. And Tim's right. That banned substance list is disingenuous. It is. It really is. And a lot of people have complained about it. Sam Howell throws an interception. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You don't say.
But coming out to the 20, Commanders still up 7-0. and I believe it's still 7-6 with the Cardinals and Niners. That's really exciting. Unbelievable.
Okay. Well, yeah, what's not exciting, and this is to Bob's point, this game is still 10-0.
Yes.
Like, it's only 10-0. I would wonder what the score has to be if they've talked about that, of what it needs, like how big a point margin needs to be.
3 scores.
Jalen. But, what's that, T?
3 scores.
3 scores? Okay. Give me a touchdown, then. I need a touchdown desperately.
That would be 3 scores, yeah.
Yep, that works.
But this is what I'm talking about with the coaching staff, and this shit happens all the time. I respect all the shit we talked about at the beginning of the show, Vince Quinn. Like, hey, you know that this guy needs this thing to go break this record, and I'm going to go give it to him, and that's awesome. That's why you have 10-0 leads. That's why, like, the Colts, I'm going to beat Jeff Saturday's ass because fuck him for Frank Reich. Well, 17-6. It's like, hey, when they get really fired up, like, we're going to make this thing happen. You remember that little blip on the radar where, like, A.J. Brown went off for 155 against Detroit, and, like, there's all this, we're going to get the ball to Devontae. We're going to get the ball to Devontae. It was just like, relax. It's okay. Like, there's a level of, I don't know. Some of that, I think that's where they get in trouble. That's why it's 10-0.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, right? Like, and it's crazy, too, because for Smitty, he, after a 16-game schedule, he ended up 1 catch shy of the all-time single-season record, and, like, it was the quietest single-season record, I think, that I've ever seen in my life. It's
Jalen's
crazy.
playing scared.
Who was playing scared?
Jalen's playing so scared.
Oh, yeah.
Right now?
Yes.
Like, the way he's been sliding on stuff and whatever, I don't see the point in having him out there. Honestly, it really doesn't make sense.
If he's not really trying to get it, then yeah, what's the point?
No.
Exactly. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, everyone's going to go, see, he needed this because he's rusty. Ugh. Yeah, he needed his whole game to wait 2 weeks to restart the process again. No. This is just trying to break records. I'm with you guys.
Yeah, which, like, put in Minshew, just put him in for sneaks at the goal line. Who gives a fuck? You know, you're playing the Giants. It's a team where Brett Favre laid down to give Strahan the sack record. It's okay. It's okay. All right? They know about fraudulent records. It's okay.
Sirianni and Dable, best friends, too. Like, they're totally, just like, let's just get this out of the way. No one gets hurt. You go that way. I go this way. We're good. Cool.
Yep.
I don't know why they didn't do that. Probably you can tank games outright, and you can do all this weird stuff for competitive advantage in the NFL. Oh, to clearly blow off week. What do you got? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, now we got a terrible pass from Jalen because a rusher was wide open. Now it's 4th and 5.
That was the play I was referring to.
Yeah,
so right there. Yep. Okay.
Oh well, wow. 8 minutes ago. Sailor's reference.
See, as digitally evolved as we get, TV antennas still the best way to watch football on Sundays.
Wow.
Outside of Red Zone.
That's so insane. I mean, we're going to finish this game up, and it's going to be like halftime of Sunday Night Football.
I was going to say, I'll see Rodgers throwing touchdowns by the time you're done watching this.
This will make you feel better. Near pick from Dak Prescott simultaneously, as well as, hey, Jake Elliott. What a fucking guy today. And this whole season, by the way. Just not going to. What was his longest? 57 this year?
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, dude, he's so rock solid. It's crazy how good he's been after how shaky he was early. I mean, he couldn't hit.
Oh my God! Oh! Pick 6, Dak Prescott. Woo! 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 I mean, not kidding. The exact same throw from the previous play and, like, right back to him again. Unbelievable. Sorry, I got so excited.
No, that's worth it. That's been Dak all year. He's a pick machine this year. He went from being like a really good game manager that does all these killer throws on the run, like super accurate on the run, and now he's just awful. Like, I don't know what happened to him, but that is
injuries.
Is that, you think that's it? Yeah. I can see
Something
that.
like
That makes
that.
sense. I mean, what was it? Was it a shoulder last year that jacked him up for a long time, and he had the
Yep.
ACL like 3 years ago?
2 years ago, I think it was.
Man. Yeah.
Same year that Jalen got drafted, I think it was when he tore his ACL.
He is not good anymore.
Dude, so remind me again. Dallas loses, Well, Eagles win. Dallas could lose to go all the way back to the fifth seed, right? That's
they're
where
locked
they
in
end
as
up.
the 5. They're locked in because they have too big a lead over the Giants, and the Giants are locked in as the 6, which is why it's a competition for 7 with Green Bay, Seattle, Detroit. So yeah, all those teams are sweating out to try to get 7.
They're totally going to lose to the Bucks. They're totally going to lose to the Bucks. That'll be hilarious. 14-6 Niners. Thanks, Bob. There we go. So Eagles definitely have to win. That's still true. But it's going to be hilarious in the next. Whew, come on, man. I'm not even going to say it out loud.
What?
Because now I'm just nervous about everything. Jalen's playing scared. There's
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. They're winning this game. I got the champagne in the fridge. I'm ready to pop it. I'm not kidding either, folks. I literally have a bottle of champagne in the fridge, and I'm popping that motherfucker when we get the 1 seed. I've been waiting all year for this. I've been talking all offseason. I was talking all this shit about how good the roster was, and they should be the best team in the conference. And the fact that they're here, I'm strutting today, baby.
Oh,
I'm
all
strutting when they lock it in. I don't care if they're kind of backdooring their way into the 1 seed.
You bought the champagne in the offseason?
What's that?
You bought the champagne in the offseason?
No, I should have bought the champagne in the offseason. Any alcohol that's been in my house, I drink it. It's leftover from New Year's, but I figured what better occasion than now.
I see it would have been really baller if you're like, I'm buying this bottle of champagne on September 1st, and I'm not cracking this shit until January 8th.
Yeah, I gotta. That's some Mercury Morris shit. I gotta start doing that.
Oh man. Yeah, how is the Rona feeling, by the way? Stephen K is asking.
Honestly, I wouldn't know if you asked me. Like, I'd feel fine. I mean, my throat is like very, very, very minorly sore, but outside of that, I feel fine, man. I just took it because I was going to. I'd been sick, and I was like, all right, well, I got to take it because I'm going to be seeing people with the studio, all the shit that we got going on, and like, it's my girlfriend Dana. It's her sister's birthday this weekend, so we were supposed to go for that. So I'm like, all right, let me take this test and see where it's at. She tests negative. I test positive. I am a prisoner in my own house.
That sounds about right.
It's brutal.
Welcome back to last year. Almost a near pick for Slay there too.
Yeah, I've just been pacing in the apartment. Like I just walk around in circles for like a half hour at a time. I'm not even kidding. I've been losing my shit.
What do I do next? I'll jump to this plot of land over here. Make all those. I could totally see you doing that. Oh yeah. Not fun.
It's bad. Also, a lot of Pokemon. I've played a lot of Pokemon this week.
Stanley Kubrick movies?
And that, too. I saw it for the first time. I saw 2001 A Space Odyssey.
See? And you were bored as shit, weren't you? Artsy. Too fucking artsy, Vince.
Come on, Vince. Back me up.
No. That movie fucking rules. The ending is confusing as shit, and you tell me. But the rest of it's great. I mean the pacing of it, the drama of it, the way they go through being in space. I think it's awesome. That movie's so good.
Kubrick makes great films. He's the most overrated filmmaker of all time.
Terrible.
Of all time.
I mean, look, there's no Michael Bay. Let's all be honest.
Well, that's true. But at least you know what you're getting. Straight up garbage.
Total
it's
opposite
like,
direction, Michael Bay.
3rd and 10. Brandon Graham, you silly man.
Man, get rid of that comeback player of the year award case.
Yeah.
No, he better win that thing, man. I think it's either him or Gino is my guess. I don't know.
I'd vote Gino, man.
Though? Does he
Hell
really
yeah,
count?
Hell yeah, it counts. He's been kicked around as QB2 basically his whole life.
Yeah, but he's been on the bench in Seattle now. Like it's not like comeback, because usually comeback is coming back from an injury, right? Or like
for the gravity. I mean, it's probably you should just give the Coach of the Year award to Pete Carroll, but like I would rather just give it to him. You know, and just say as a fuck you to Russell Wilson. Remember him? Sorry, I was just making sure you did. 3rd and 5.
I've never heard of Russell Wilson in my life.
So
he ain't winning it, by the way, Brandon Graham.
No, he's not going to win it.
It's Geno Smith, McCaffrey, and Barkley, Jared Goff, and Derrick Henry.
McCaffrey?
It's buzzy. San Francisco's won a ton of games. The league loves that guy. Yeah, like it's...
He got traded to a good team. He stays on the Panthers. He's not even on the list. That's ridiculous. Anyway.
Yep. I'm with you.
1st and 10. Still not blitzing Davis Webb. still effectively throwing fucking first downs. Great job, Jonathan Gannon. Proud of you, buddy.
Man, guy ripping a giant, like 8 rips from a pen in the press box up there that they just showed.
Is that right? Ooh,
Yeah,
I can't wait to see who it is. Let's see who it is.
So 1st and 10, I just saw the
Ooh, yeah, I got him in the right-hand corner
Yep.
there. Oh, yeah, good puffing there. Yeah,
He's
try and
getting
drag
like
that
an
down.
8
Ooh, he goes through the
second
nose, too. Wonderful job.
Yeah, that's a heavy use of the pen right there. You think
What
that's
kind of
pot,
pen?
or you think that's nicotine?
That looked like nicotine. That was too much smoke. So,
It's a lot, man.
lot of smoke.
He'd be flying high, I tell you that.
Yeah.
His buddies laughing a lot. They went back to them in the booth.
It's the it's probably like the cousin of the Mara family. He's like, hey, kid. Oh yeah, the usher just said like, hey, assholes. Yeah, you could. I just saw you smoking. Hey, what's up? I fucking love Giants fans. They're the best.
How do you even bring that in the stadium?
Oh, you can bring those in. No one checks for those.
You can?
Not that I would know.
No.
But in Indianapolis, there was like 3 or 4 people hitting their like weed vape pens like it was nothing. So that's all I'm saying. Ooh, pick? Almost pick. Bradbury.
Almost pick.
Was that Bradbury? No, I can't even tell now. Was that 22 or 24?
Epps.
Oh, it's Epps. Ah. Dude, speaking of which, probably I would say besides Sayamalu, who I think is number 1, the most underrated Eagle, Marcus Epps. And I didn't think I was going to be even close to saying that out of my mouth this year.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit, man. And the Eagles deserve a lot of credit. I mean, to keep that guy around for a couple of years thinking that he could be somebody, and now he is a reliable starter. Like I had said when we talked about it in the offseason, because they were starting to build that up a little bit, like training camp and all, they're like, Marcus Epps. I'm like, I hope this is the truth. I want to believe this. I have a hard time believing this. But he's Quentin Michael, man. It's Quentin Michael all over again. It fully happened. And credit to him. I mean, he put in the work. The players have always said great things about him, and here he is. He's going to be a stable starter for a couple of years, you hope.
Yeah, it was all it was Jonathan Gannon, man. He was really shining his butt during the offseason. I just wasn't buying into it. I was just like, nope. Can't get into that. It sounds like somebody's been working out and in the best shape of their life type of comments. So
yeah.
Hassan's getting his right now.
Oh, good. After I just saw offsides on the Giants. So that's where I'm at. 7:28 to go here in the second quarter.
Ooh, I've got like a good 8 seconds on you, baby. Oh, yeah.
Hey, all right.
Time on the clock for you, T. Let's see what the exact difference is here.
6:42.
Okay.
6:42 and ticking? Awesome.
Probably been like 3 incompletions in between all that. Here's Davis Webb now in the pocket for me. Running for his life, and yeah, there's Hassan getting his. So there we go.
All right. There we go. I'm about to see it right now. I see Brian Dable bringing back the full beard. That's a good thing. Ooh, twist stunt. Love it. Davis Webb, nowhere to go. Yeah, thank you. Intentional grounding.
Yep,
that's bullshit because that doesn't count as a sack. That's fucked up.
No, the announcers was saying that actually does since it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So that's the second sack of the game.
Beautiful. Needs 3 more. 3 more to tie Reggie or pass Reggie for the single season sack record for the Eagles.
Hassan Reddick better than Reggie White, just as we predicted, right?
Right.
I mean,
Anyway,
Bob, do I even need to remind everybody about Vince Quinn's biggest miss of the year? Should we even? I mean, I feel like I've said it. I haven't let. We should just do a supercut of every time I've like brought it up. So that's your biggest miss, right? They needed Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, that's my biggest miss. It's the second biggest miss of my lifetime, outside of I thought the Vikings were going to win the NFC Championship game. So Russell Wilson is number 2 on that list, but that's a spectacular 1 and 2 of failures by me. So yeah, that's my worst one, and it's not even close. Best one, I don't know. You tell me the best one. I feel like for me, it's just I said this was going to be the best team in the NFC. It was the best roster in the NFC, and I said 15-2. But
I thought you were pretty. The one thing I thought you nailed all year was the defense in terms of like, hey, something's changing. Hey, they're gonna expand on a lot of this. They might be heading to like more of a 3-4 type of base, and like you identified that really early. So you were just sad that it's Jordan Davis. That's all.
It wasn't Kyle Hamilton. Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny. We'll have to evaluate where all that is after the season. We'll have to see.
No, we don't.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah,
Because it's obvious.
Oh, you're that much in the Hamilton camp, huh? Yeah? Big Hamilton guy? Yeah. There, I'm getting you a Hamilton t-shirt.
So just for the record, it looks like the Giants will be scoring no points on offense. Listen, Stephen K., I'm not opposed to knocking on OBJ's door while this is, finally ramping up towards the playoffs here. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think this turned out being a show, and he's just trying to get his market scared up for next season in the offseason. Because, he'd be on a team now. Somebody would have signed him. I mean, they were guys, like, who got signed? T.Y. Hilton got signed. Cole Beasley came back to the Bills. He ain't playing. I was talking myself up for it for a long time. We were both doing it, but, dude, there's no way he's playing this offseason or this playoff run.
Yeah. I'm having trouble coming up with, other than Kaiser White, what was the biggest miss for me this year? Biggest hit for me is obviously Jalen Hurts. So.
Yeah, you felt that Reddick wasn't going to work out.
Yeah, that was more.
Good.
That's probably a good one. I was more in context of like being the only guy, But yeah, no, that is a pretty good one. I whiffed pretty hard on I just thought he was going to be okay.
Yeah, you just feel like you just didn't think it was going to work. He's too small, all this other kind of stuff, and then what has he got now? Like 18 sacks on the year?
Yeah,
I think he's
I couldn't.
a couple.
I couldn't imagine whatever they were running last year as like Hassan Reddick, because when they announced the signing, they said linebacker, and I go, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah,
I
was scared about that too.
But then once everything kind of came to, I was like, oh, okay, this might work out. And then they drafted Jordan Davis, and then I was like, yeah, I'm going to be wrong about this. But yeah, that was a huge miss. He's going to break fucking Reggie's sack record here. So
yeah, if he gets 3 more, that would be so insane. It would be so ridiculous. And I know people, it's like, oh, well, it's 17 games now. I mean, part of it is like, we just need to adjust to the fact that it's 17 games now, and it is what it is. Records are going to get broken all the time. It's just a question of, one, I think it's admirable that, especially in some of these cases, maybe not so much Reddick, but, you look at a lot of these records that they're about to break, they're pretty substantial, and they were really damn close. A.J. Brown was 8 yards off. Devontae Smith was 1 catch off. Jalen's already got the franchise rushing record. They got the franchise sack record in 16 games. They did so many things this year statistically that were so relevant for a franchise that's been around since 1933.
Yeah.
And you can say what you want about 17 games, but at some point, being either close or passing it is a massive deal. And it just tells you that the quality of this team, again, the quality of the season is everything that we thought it's been. It's just all these numbers kind of reinforce, yes, this roster is great, these players are great, the core of this team is great, and they've got every chance to go and win a Super Bowl. This is one of the best Eagles teams we've ever seen.
Well, it's it's nuts that I was thinking about a lot of this is all these records that are breaking. Yes, the 17th game, and I'm with you with people that bitch about that. I mean, everybody bitches about every era. There are people bitching about when we say post-Super Bowl era or since the merger or what counts and what doesn't or what about all these AFL things? People, old men that are in their 80s and 90s probably still bitch about that. Yeah, you're made to – I only just say I hate yard records no matter what. I just want to reinforce that always. They don't fucking matter at all. At all. Touchdowns, catch rates, all those fancy new things that we have now, that's great. Yards don't fucking matter at all.
Unless you're Jalen.
Unless you're Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Or Justin Jefferson. I see 1st and 10 on my screen, by the way. They're starting at the 20, and it's a nice little simple handoff to the one that they call Miles Sanders, who gets stuffed for about a 3-yard gain. But outside of that, this franchise has never had a pair of 1,000-yard wide receivers to my recollection.
No.
And especially if they have – look like that. As much success as we've seen the Eagles have, especially with Donovan and Andy and all that, they haven't really had a lot of franchise quarterbacks. Randall was that, but they never used him right. He was just basically like the Swiss Army tool that had a cannon. And Ron Jaworski was great, but it's not like it was just for a defined era, and he wasn't great outside of being a Philadelphia Eagle. So not a lot of wide receivers and quarterbacks, and now they're fucking finally hitting on 3 guys that could be I call them Hall of Famers, man. Possibly first ballot Hall of Famers between AJ, Devontae, and Hurts if they all stay together. Like I think even Barney Pearlstein might have brought up greatest show on turf, although he tried to make Miles Sanders, Marshall Faulk, and that just doesn't fit.
I can't do that.
But you at one point, I think, even said Devontae Smith looks like an Isaac Bruce or something like that, and you're going, well, yeah, if that's just have this powerhouse trio of anybody you would take in, like one of the Madden QB NFL games or NFL Blitz. That's what I would stick with for the next 5 years. Then you throw Goddard in there too, and it's just pretty amazing what Howie Roseman's done this year is basically all I'm saying and blabbing about.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely ridiculous that Devontae Smith is your number 2 receiver, which, Slim Reaper, shout out to Drew over at Philly Sports Shirts, by the way. The way it's laid out on my screen, I can't tell if you can actually see this shirt, but I'm going to believe that you can.
It looks great.
So, phillysportshirts.com is where you can go pick that up. But, yeah, Smitty's my guy, man. I was saying last year I thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer. And he's just got that ability. I mean, he makes some of the most insane catches all the time. And for him to do it so routinely and on some degree be an afterthought on this team is just ridiculous. Like going through history, like you were talking about a couple of minutes ago. I mean, I think there was some trepidation before the season of like, would you take AJ and Devontae over Deshaun and Macklin? And it's not even a competition at this point. It's not remotely close.
Yeah, and Tall, I'm noticing the same thing as I don't know what's happening here, but like Hurts was strictly given like instructions to avoid contact, went into short yardage formation, he handed off in a run play. He's doing the same thing here too. That's what I'm saying, guys. What the no wonder it looks like he's playing scared, because I think Tall's probably right. They're probably like, hey man, don't run out of the pocket. If you have to go, like get out of bounds, slide. That makes sense of why he slid on 2nd and 1 earlier in the first quarter too.
And it's why you shouldn't play him in this game right now. Like, that's how you get hurt. That is what everybody says all the time. If you're playing to not get hurt, that's when you're going to get hurt. And when he's your franchise quarterback and you're playing for the 1 seed here and you're playing against all these backups and you're up 13, get him the fuck out of there. Like, they desperately need to score on this drive.
Yeah, that's that second one that I'm re-seeing here on my screen where he's like running out of bounds now. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, because normally he's going to try to make a cut and keep it up the sideline, or he's going to try to like shoulder that guy and get a couple of extra yards. So, I mean, it's scary, man. And like, I don't care if this ends up being 16-0 or 20-0. Either way, he can't see the field in the second half.
No, it's time to shut him down, especially if all you're doing is basically handing off the football. I was trying to look up what Jalen Hurts had so far in terms of passing, because I felt like he has not thrown the ball that much in this game. Is he up to like 10 attempts, 15, anywhere in between there?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the numbers are. I'm kind of in a daze here watching this game. I haven't been like taking notes the same feverish way, because it's like, it's Davis Webb. We're gonna win this thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be too obsessive about
119.
this. I'd rather fuck around and have a good time. But
119 yards, 16 attempts so far. So
yep.
You're. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just chilling to wind it all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
Okay. Well, now that we hit the 2-minute warning, you mind if I go grab a beer? I'm going to be back in like 20 seconds. I'm feeling it. All right.
Please.
Yeah, let's grab a beer. Let's live.
Stephen K saying, here's the thing. Get into go get a TD, go into the half, put Minshew in the second half. That's what I think they're going to definitely going to try and do. Taylor, if they kick a field goal though, I think he still comes out in the third quarter. He'll probably shut him down in the fourth of this one.
I don't think so.
I bet it's. I'm hoping you guys are right, and it's Minshew by the second half, because this is driving me nuts already.
There's no way, because they see how he's playing. Like, if he wasn't playing so conservatively, maybe, but
yeah, it doesn't even look like they're working on anything here, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, same, Alvin. I hope they. That's amazing. I wonder if they're just kind of resting starters too, or the Cowboys are playing like shit. I can't tell.
Major Tutty, is that where it's? Are they resting Major Tutty? I mean, you don't want to overwork him. Adding Major Tutty this late in the season, by the way, is preposterous. That's clearly an ownership move, right? Like they're trying to up the value of the team somehow by creating this shitty mascot. Who releases a mascot week like 16? Who does that? What?
Well, and
why?
didn't they week 3 when we were there? Weren't they having a fan vote of this is who the mascot's name's going to be? Everyone settled on Hogs, and now it becomes Major Tutty.
Major Tutty. So I love how bad it is. And you know it's going to be the most lifeless, stupid mascot. So there's no way it's going to work out well. But
Yeah.
it's just a money grab thing of like, oh no, we've got this new established brand in Major Tutty. The kids love Major Tutty. Yes, surely you should add another $15 million on there to the check when you buy this shit franchise. Like,
That's right.
Get out of here.
It's got this. The kids love it. And have you seen our Sean Taylor statue? Magnificent.
Oh my God! I don't know if we ever fully talked about that. How funny was it that they were like Nike jersey, which he didn't wear, Adidas socks, soccer cleats. They put soccer cleats on the man. How do you put soccer cleats on this player as some sort of memorial? Like it was so flagrantly disrespectful. Everything they did to Sean Taylor. And like his family was there and they were confused. It was just, that was awful. It was so awful.
The pig is the next Gritty. Couldn't agree more. There's nothing. Tell me the difference between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'll hand you a bottle of whiskey.
Well, I'll tell you this: the Flyers are generally a piece of shit organization. They can't do anything right, and they haven't for I don't know, like 12 years, 13 years at this point. But outside of that, they've done a fantastic job with Gritty. I mean, you just like the only reason people don't like Gritty is because they hate the franchise. If the team was good, they would love Gritty. They're tired of Gritty because it's the only good thing about the team.
Hey, Vince Quinn, there's a roughing the passer call on Jalen Hurts. I don't know if you have
so
comments
that's good.
on that.
No, that's good.
Oh my God! And it was a clear shot. It's No,
so that
wasn't a hard shot, but.
Hey, but he could get a record over Cam Newton that's meaningless and nobody's ultimately going to care about. So there's.
Well,
there's
you better
that.
get it right here. I'm at 146 now, so I've got my iPad is faster than the television somehow with NFL Plus.
Well, at this point, he would just tie the record, right? He needs 2 to win it, so he's only.
He just needs 1. I think he needs 1 to break it. Okay. Little Kenny Gainwell gets him down to the 10-yard line on my screen. Jalen Hurts looking, scrambling, and getting sacked on 1st and goal. How about
Doing
you?
Too much.
Because now he's in the red zone and he's like, yeah, baby, this is my time. God.
Some Michael Beasley stat padding happening.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Gotta love it. Ooh, I didn't see a Cardinal score until right now, 14-13. That is still hanging around being somewhat productive, so that's good.
Okay,
Man.
I'm pulling up the record stuff now. I'll give a quick shout out to Kemsky, who was all over all this shit getting ready for today.
Yeah.
He had like 15 different records or something that he put out. Let's see.
1st and goal coming up, or 2nd and goal, actually. Man, that is really bad. How is this NFL Plus that far behind the one on the iPad? Now I'm being Taylor Cordatis with the TV antennas. Ooh, Smitty to the 10. Is that where you're at, Vince Quinn? Sorry.
No, I just watched Jalen get sacked on 1st and goal.
Nice.
So everything's fine over here. Yeah, Jalen's got 13 rushing touchdowns. The record is 14, so he needs 1 to tie and 2 to get it.
Hey, Vince, it's 2023. I don't know if you're still in 2022 yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm still in 2022.
Okay.
It's lovely back here. Yeah, I'm really having a wonderful time.
Isn't he lovely?
McCarthy's going to get the House on the first vote, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
16 more of those bad boys, and he's got it.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
That's making me happy because I'm about to see a really ridiculous
It's not
play on
making
3rd
you
and goal,
happy.
right? Okay,
No,
good. A.J.
Jalen
Brown in motion. Here is Jalen Hurts stepping back, looking, scrambling to his right, and getting sacked again.
Why?
And that is 4th and goal now coming up.
Why are they doing this?
No idea.
Who is this for?
This is for, man, that's just and they're blitzing. So that's interesting. Wow, that's crazy. I thought
like
that
they
blitzing
know.
didn't work. I thought that was ruled out of football. So there was an extra man, and then the Eagles didn't have a guy to block that extra man, and then they couldn't throw the ball. Anyway.
But I think the offense would be a lot better if Minshew was in there right now.
Or Lane Johnson.
Lane,
or Lane
too,
Johnson.
But it just shouldn't be this. You can't play half-assed offense. Like
Listen,
I don't care.
tried to tell everybody. They didn't want to listen.
Yeah, I mean he's been sacked 3 times on this drive. What are we doing?
3 times in a row.
It's God. It's awful.
What is
Awful.
Nick Sirianni looks disheveled right now. He's just pacing back and forth.
Yeah, he's questioning why he did this.
What are we doing? Maybe Shane will go to the Broncos. Oh.
I don't mind.
All right, Jake Elliott is lining up for me right now. As the broadcast reminded me, good from 32, good from 52. Here he is from 39. 80 is good.
All right, thank God. Please pull Jalen. That's all. That's all I want. I'm a simple man. I don't ask for much.
He's a simple kind of man.
Damn.
That's all he wants.
All right, John.
Listen, we can bang down. We can throw anytime you want. You get me a nice glass full of whiskey and a guitar player. We can play all night.
Okay, I can get you a glass of whiskey. I got to work a little bit to get the guitar playing. The whiskey is easy.
I'm a simple man kind of too. 16-0. This is fine. This is exactly, you could have just had Gardner Minshew hand off, made one fancy throw because A.J. Brown made that play, right? He made the big bomb. So,
yep. Can we talk for a minute how Trey Sermon is not in this game? How he's not active this week, which is the funniest thing ever. Like, how does he not play this week? Why is he on the team if he's not playing this week?
I don't know. I have for the possible playoffs. I guess if you get injured, he can step right in.
Clearly not. They don't want to get him any reps.
The same reason why you signed Anthony Harris, right? Anthony Harris hasn't been active once. He's just there.
He's practice squad though, right? Like I guess.
So is Sermon most of the time. I think, right?
He's active. I thought he was on the team. Okay, maybe not.
I think I might be wrong on that, but
because otherwise he'd be a practice squad elevation. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. I have no idea. Then maybe he's just.
I don't get it.
He's probably out of elevations. Because they used him early. I forgot. Remember, he was active for like 2 games in a row.
You would have all the other guys that are on the practice squad listed as inactive. He's not listed as inactive. Like Ian Book is listed as inactive. He's on the 53.
Yeah, they should be inactive if he's on the 53 is what I'm saying.
Yes, but you wouldn't do it in the reports if he's on the practice squad. Like you wouldn't report that practice squad guys are inactive. It's assumed they're inactive. So I just don't know why Sermon's on the report every week. He's got to be on the 53. So why is he on the 53 if you can't even play him in a game like this?
It's I have no idea.
I don't.
That's for somebody else's practice squad rules. For me, I have no clue. Or 53
he must
man
be the
rules.
worst
I have no
special
idea.
teams player of all time. And if he's that bad at special teams, I don't know why he's on the team. I really don't, because that's what you need in a 4th running back at this point. Yeah, like do you want a guy that can bring a certain role as like a heavier back? Sure, but like if you can't play him at all. I mean, I don't see why he's got a roster spot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys that I don't like. Nakobe Dean, for instance. What are you doing here? I'm kidding. Calm down. It was a joke.
No,
I love
not.
love that he's here. I love that he's here. I clearly love him more than Desmond Ridder being here, probably playing in this game over Gardner Minshew. Not mad about that at all. Why would I be? Kickoff 45 seconds. This is just kind of more evidence, at least for me, Vince Quinn, that even in the simplest times, even in the simplest ways, this coaching staff is gonna find a way to fuck it up. Their decision making, it's just they don't have control of the whole ship yet, and I want them to find their voice. And I just don't think they have had the right mix of guys for 2 years, and they've been doing a really good job, of by being able to avert that. They're growing together. I'm not saying they're not doing anything. Everybody in this Kevin Kincaid said something that actually pissed me off. That was like, oh, everybody's bitching of this 13-win team. Me like, man, do you see the NFC? You could take this and rip it apart easily if you were a dominant team, but they have been for the most part. Now they just need to get into playoff mode here. Like this is a big reason why I need to keep Jalen healthy is because they make somewhat idiot decisions like this. They can't even make a third-string quarterback game easy and meaningless,
Yeah, I mean, look, like losing to Dallas was forgivable and understandable, and I mean, obviously I've talked at length about Dallas over the last couple of weeks, so I don't want to do that now. But losing to the Saints was atrocious, and the biggest thing that nobody's talked about, really, I mean, this totally went under the radar. James Bradbury said this week that they were looking ahead, and they were just taking everything for granted.
Of course they are.
Well, yeah, of course they are, but it's like for a team that spent so much of this or this regular season going one game at a time, and we're just keeping it in front of us, and Jalen Hurts and the non-ego or whatever it's supposed to be.
They're lying.
Like, yeah, they're lying. So it's notable, and it's just surprising to me that everybody was like, oh, okay, we're just not going to say anything about this. It's like it didn't even happen.
I just didn't expect to. They're lying.
They are lying.
And it's true. It's true.
It's human. It's human to do it. I feel like every great team goes through it, regardless of how veteran they are. They all do it. But it's just crazy that in this city, with as crazy as people are about the team, that a veteran player can say, yeah, we just really haven't given a shit the last couple of weeks because we know we're great. And then everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Well, it's just because there's nothing else to say at that point. You're playing the last game. We could tell that you were looking ahead. Thank you for being honest. Honestly, was my first reaction to that. And yeah, man, I mean, they expected to beat Dallas and wrap it up, and that would have been it. It's amazing that was 3 weeks ago, and we could have just been sitting here, talking about 2023 superlatives. Davis Webb, come on. Throw another interception, please. You've tried to do it twice now.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, think about this, too. This could have been an Ian Book game.
Exactly.
Same way the Giants are benching Tyrod Taylor to not risk him as their backup in this game. I mean, should have been Ian Book, but they weren't paying attention. They just gave one up to the Saints because they took it easy, and including the coaching staff. And now they got to play this game where Jalen's taking all these unnecessary hits. Like, whose fault is that? It's theirs. They put themselves in this spot, and it sucks, even though they're up 16-0. Like, watching Jalen get hit is miserable.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll be fine. So, but, yeah, I agree with that, T. That's fine. Yeah, we might, depending on how this goes, guys, we might, we might shut down the stream if, I'll tell you what, the moment Jalen gets out of here and there is a 23 or more point lead, I think we'll start wrapping it up, especially if, Davis Webb is on his ass or something like that. Yeah, Bob, the Saints game made us all too, buddy. Yeah. I kept getting more and more mad. What's crazy to me is the Saints game made me more mad about the Dallas game. Because the Saints game was whatever. I still have a weird take on that. It's not Jonathan Gannon's fault that they lost, but they could have just taken that game over if they wanted to. They could have been way more aggressive. They could have taken chances, especially after Minshew throws the pick six, just to try and get you back in it. You're losing anyway. So, but anyway, yeah, that made me either one is going to make you mad about either loss, and then they shouldn't be here. Yep.
Yeah. So it's just shitty to be in this spot, and now we get to drag all this out. Eagles will get the ball back. Here we go. We'll get Taylor, it's probably in the fourth quarter already, but for me, the fourth and 15, 13 seconds left.
Oh, no, I got 2 seconds on my watch here.
Oh,
so.
Baby. So what's happened? Fill me in.
Well, nothing much. I actually just see Hassan Reddick on the sideline yelling. Now I see the old man saying "clinch" today with an Eagles logo. That's nice. And they're just going to take a knee. They're going to take a knee and send it on in halftime, everybody. So in case you missed anything, which you haven't because you've been with us the entire time, the Philadelphia Eagles are up 16-0. They're playing like they don't want to get hurt.
Yep.
And so are the Giants, kind of, except they've got some second and third stringers out there that are already starting to, tee off a little bit on Jalen Hurts and getting 3 sacks in a row. So I'm officially ready for Jalen to be out of this game, and we ride the wave of whatever's going to happen next. So that's where I'm at, Vince Quinn. Any first half thoughts, my friend?
I hate this. I just hate it. It sucks. All of this sucks. The Davis Webb sucks. The vibe around this team sucks. Watching Jalen get hits sucks. They're up 16-0, so this should be it. But if he comes out to start the third quarter, I'm going to be furious. There's no reason. Do not do it.
You had your chance for, the record. You didn't get it. Good try. We love you, MVP. Now shut the fuck up and sit down and have a Coke.
Yeah.
Get ready for January 21st, right? I think that's, or 23rd? I can't remember.
It's going to be 2 weeks from now, whatever that is. 14 plus 8, 26.
Oh, yeah. I was way off.
22. Yeah, 22nd. Fucking math. Who needs math?
Thank God for QuickBooks. Alvin with another beat the Barchard at halftime. Fantastic timing. Eli Manning played 31 games versus the Eagles. How many of them did he lose? So I'm going to say, if I remember correctly, that Eli Manning did not have a winning record against the Philadelphia Eagles. It was very lopsided for the latter part of his career. I'm going to say from like 2010 on, even with the Super Bowl win in between. So I'm going to say he lost 21 games out of the 31 games.
That's so funny. Eagles. I was going to say 9-22. That was the exact number. So 9-22 is my official answer, Alvin. John, 10-21.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. And
you got a pick, T?
Yeah.
No. Oh, there you go.
Wait, which one is correct? 22 or 21? Rest assured, the Eagles will get a train run through them by San Francisco or Dallas. Well, not Dallas because they're losing in the first round. That's hilarious. San Francisco is going to have to find them in the NFC Championship game. And if you think that I'm betting on Kyle Shanahan, 21 games on the nose? Man, what a pull. If you think that I'm scared of Kyle Shanahan in the playoffs, wealthy mind, you have a poor mind, sir, madam, whoever you are. That's ridiculous. 21 games he lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. That's an incredibly bad quarterback right there that's going to get in the Hall of Fame.
CeeDee Lamb touchdown.
Hey, there you go. The Dallas Cowboys are on the board just before halftime.
Literally just before it. Like 3 seconds left.
Yep.
So what, 16-7 right now? Is that the score of that game?
16-7, pending a PAT on my end here. And there it is. So, 16-7.
Okay. All right, Washington.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it?
I didn't see it yet.
He missed it. They missed the extra point.
Yep.
13-13.
6-13.
Wow.
I love the Cowboys. Wealthy mind, that team that just missed an extra point, going to run through Philadelphia after they beat the Bucs and Tom Brady? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
I'm just curious if Wealthy Mind is a very negative Eagles fan or like a hater from some other team that's found us. I'm okay. Very curious.
Either way, we appreciate the haters, the lovers, the questioners, the doubters, the consumers, and I don't know. This sounded good. I didn't have an ending.
I thought you were going to go into like a Liquid Death read there. I thought you were going to give Liquid Death some love, which shout out to Liquid Death. By the way, is Mike coming on next week?
He is. He'll be on 2 weeks from now. So leading up to it. Now. The literal CEO, the man that created the can, along with his 4 co-founders. But he will hang out with us. You should hang out with them and just go to liquiddeath.com/bell to find out where you can get that delicious 16.9-ounce can of melted steel that's formed into that can. And then, there's a bunch of water from the Alps that goes in there, helps murder our thirst. And because you're on the live stream, I might not even say this on the podcast, but we are happy to say for the third year in a row, Liquid Death is already flying in and landing for another season with Bell and the Birdmen in 2023. And we just came to another deal again this year. So we're already off to a good start. And that's because of you and all the awesome people that hit subscribe down below. And, hang out. I'm going to try and directionally point down there to the Liquid Death logo where Vince Quinn is. And, of course, our good friends over at Philly Sports Strips and Vince Rizzuto helping us out. Bring Liquid Death across the country this year. And every time you subscribe and say thanks and go buy Liquid Death and tweet pictures and stuff like that, makes them happy, makes us happy, and more importantly, the podcast can continue on. And Steven can get more of us. The more Liquid Death you drink, honestly, we can live stream every day. So keep up the good work, everybody. Thank you so much.
That'll get chaotic if we're live 5 days a week.
There'll be horses. There'll be people running up and down streets. It'll be a lot of Dave Letterman shit. I think it'd be fun. So
I would totally do that, though. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're foreign to the idea of doing a show 5 days a week. It's something we've been around before. So, yeah, we could totally make it happen. It'd be so silly.
It'd be as silly as starting Jalen Hurts against a bunch of third-string Giants players, right? Yeah. Am I right, folks?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Is
there any other, speaking of which, can you and T take over for 2 minutes? I'm actually going to take a halftime break myself. And I wonder this. Tell me if there is any matchup you see, even if it's not Eagles or whoever, that is going to shock a bunch of people, because we were mentioning earlier in the stream of who could possibly end up in Philadelphia. The Detroit Lions, your thoughts? Would you be a wee bit little scared if you saw the Lions had a good win in their first wild card weekend?
Yeah, look, you got to respect the Lions for what they've done this year, right? And T, I know you're completely on the Lions train with me. That first game, dude.
Meaning they win tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they have to be. Are they playing Green Bay tonight?
Yeah.
Is that who they got?
Yep.
Ooh, man,
for the playoff spot. Yep.
That's awesome. What a game. What a game. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Detroit so hard. But, dude, that team, they put up, 34 against the Eagles or something like that? I mean, that game was a shootout. That was a crazy game to start the year. And initially, everybody's like, oh, well, the Eagles sucked and the Lions aren't any good. How could this happen? And then they end up being, I don't know what number they finished, but that's clearly a top 10 offense in the NFL. They're really good.
Yeah, it's just their defense is not there. So basically, as long as you can keep up with their scoring, you're probably going to beat them.
Man, yeah. So that's going to be the main challenge. Obviously, the offense is all wonky, and we'll see what happens with Lane and Jalen and all those guys. But yeah, Detroit's a little scary. And as Alvin's pointing out, Seattle's got to lose for Detroit to get in addition to beating Green Bay. But Detroit's good, man. Now, I don't know if they're going to be good for long because their offensive coordinator is going to get plucked, and he's going to get a head coaching job this offseason, or he should. So we'll see where that all goes. But, man, they're dangerous. And you know what? I would love to play the Packers and beat the shit out of them again. That would be fun to me.
That's probably going to happen, yeah.
Now, I guess it's going to depend, too, on the matchups, right? Because, they could have I'm trying to think of how some of the seeding's gone today. Because who's two right now in this moment, especially if Dallas is going to lose, that's going to be Minnesota, right? So Green Bay would be going to Minnesota. So they would have to beat the Vikings, which is totally possible. I mean, anybody could beat the Vikings, frankly. And then if whoever beats the Vikings, that's who you'd play.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the playoff picture right now.
Yeah, because that's how it would work. Because you're going to play the lowest seed as the 1 seed. You're going to play the worst team that's still remaining. So in that case, it would be whoever beats the Vikings, assuming they do. So that would be fun. I mean, look, you're at home this time compared to being on the road against Detroit before. So that's something you feel a little bit better about. I don't know if it's a tape thing. Maybe the Eagles were surprised by some of the new stuff Detroit was doing and whatever. But I'd still think they should beat the Lions. I don't know what the spread would be. You're the spread expert, T, so I'll leave that to you. But there's a lot of opportunity there. And then let's see. Green Bay goes to San Francisco. If San Francisco wins today. Oh, so would they do they have the tiebreaker on the Vikings right now? Is that
yeah, because they beat them 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so there we go. So Green Bay is not going to survive San Francisco if they're going there. So in that case, I think you're playing.
Well, that'd be hard to imagine.
So.
That'd be an upset special for me. I love Aaron Rodgers against Kyle Shanahan. So, but But then, if it ended up being Detroit or whatever, I'd pick San Francisco. But I think that'd be somewhat of an upset if that went that way.
Yeah, a little bit. Green Bay, man, I don't know. They've been hot the last 7 weeks or something. I'd feel like they've won a lot of games in the back half of the season here. But I still don't really believe in or respect Green Bay. I just don't. And it's crazy. They've been 13-3 the past 2 years and been in the conference championship the past 2 years. But I don't know. It's not the same team to me.
Yeah. Oh no, I respect no one. That's why I think it's going to be the closest to a hockey playoff type of NFL playoffs we've seen in a while, including the AFC side. If I may add, like I know that obviously the Bills were playing with a lot of different emotion and all that stuff, and it was great for them today after this week. I would say that there is not a quite like a Dak Prescott issue with Josh Allen in the red zone, but it's kind of hanging out. It's been hanging out. It happened again this week. I don't know. What do you think, T?
Josh Allen in the red zone?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that again today. Threw another pick in the red zone.
Yeah, doesn't he lead the league in red zone picks?
Something's off there. I don't know what's going on. But
I mean, that's Josh Allen. You take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
That's been there.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean, last year was kind of the abnormality where he didn't have a lot of boneheaded plays. Usually he's good for a few.
plus, like, shout out to Mr. Haagen-Dazs himself last night, Dougie P. I think it's. I mean,
that game was so bad.
So bad. That was
shit.
some Iowa ass shit in the fourth quarter. Somebody pointed out to me, and I couldn't. -1 yard, and they somehow scored 10 points in the fourth, or 7, or I don't know what it was, but
it was the pick six.
The pick six that
from
did it,
what's his name from Tennessee?
Yeah, and
Josh Dobbs. Yeah,
Josh Dobbs. Yep. Volunteer legend.
I actually think he's my upset special. The Jags are my upset special this year. I think there's a possibility that they land right nice and soft and get their ass kicked in the AFC Championship game by somebody. But
well,
they're being the
Bills
Chargers
earlier in the year and won, didn't they?
yeah, see, I think absolutely, Taylor, and this is why they're going to beat the Chargers. Brandon Staley is basically Sean McVay, and he kicks the shit out of Sean McVay. I got a feeling that Trevor Lawrence, he's going to come up with 2 really good game plans to get him to the AFC Championship game.
God,
That's the only real upset you could do, because Dolphins being the Bills is kind of tough at this point.
Yeah, really tough.
And then Bengals are just a different team right now compared to the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Also, let's talk about that for a little bit, Vince Quinn, because I know we didn't really get to it. The Rams are such a dumpster fire, and fuck them, and congratulations to winning a Super Bowl and deserting yet another city. I can't wait to see where you go next. Fucking Portland.
the
Maine.
Portland Rams.
Who is going to want you after this disaster? You and who is the dude that owns the Chargers again? Like, they are going to make LA another barren zone of sports. That is just like,
yeah,
that is unbelievable that Sean McVay is going to retire. This only lightens up my tinfoil hat. You remember what I keep telling you? The NFL needed a Super Bowl win out of the Rams. They had to, because if they
You guys
didn't,
need to watch the TV.
I'm watching. What's happening? I'm watching. We're still
Something bad almost happened.
I'm 5 minutes behind.
Oh, there it is.
so
There we go.
I
There we
don't
go.
know.
I'm back. A fumble on the kickoff return. That was fantastic.
No, it was an onside kick that was almost a disaster.
Oh, see, I've got Iron Eagle deep in conversation.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
So thank you, NFL Plus app, you piece of shit. You useless piece of garbage, ruining my life.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
you're
on the
going to have
TV,
to
it's
deal with some clock fixing for like another 3 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Actually,
new poll.
yeah.
What's worse, COVID or the NFL Plus app? My God.
Let's
Right
go
now,
to
as
Vince
someone with
Quinn
COVID,
from
I'm-
Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the NFL Plus app.
So the NFL Plus app on the TV is even slower than the app itself. So that's why you're struggling here. But yeah, they
I'm
are.
running it on my Xbox. So
Oh God, that's why. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I will. Yeah, I'm never doing this again. I'm never.
And tennis
Yeah.
for life. So
Jalen's still in the game.
No, really, they're really playing him right now.
They sure are, buddy.
What the fuck? What is this?
This is
What is
guarantee
this?
the 1 seed. You got to guarantee the 1 seed against Davis Webb.
Yeah, it's 16-0. You've guaranteed it. It's over. I'm confident. I'm confident to say that this game is over now. So yeah, for me, I'm good. I can't believe that he's still in this game.
Man, Steven's saying maybe not cut your cable. What do you work for, Comcast? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't
cable.
need it
Everyone cut cable.
I don't need it 99% of the time. Like, this is the one time, because we were going to meet at the studio today, and then, yeah, I'm
Exactly.
positive, so I'm stuck in the house. But, man, yeah, I don't regret cutting it. I just got the highest speed internet package they offer, and I was like, that works. I'll stream all this other shit, and I'm good.
You just need a digital antenna. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
You work at a restaurant in media? Tell us which restaurant we're coming to for lunch. Good criminal.
Yeah, we work in media, Steven.
Why didn't you tell us that, Steven?
Yeah, we gotta come by the place, dude. Tell us where you're at. You could,
Please tell me it's Brick and
If you
Brew.
want to drop it in the chat, you could DM us. By the way, that's totally
yeah, if it's
fine.
Brick and
Or
Brew, it's
tag
awesome.
us on Discord.
As I see Dallas Goddard, a.k.a. Mark Bavaro, getting closer to the red zone, Vince Quinn. Oh, the Sterling Pig. Fuck, I wanted to go there.
No
Yes. All right,
We're coming.
Tell us what days you're working. We're coming, for sure.
Yeah, we are totally coming to the Sterling Pig, no doubt.
Pass by that place all the time, and I go, we got to go eat there. That's hilarious.
Oh, wow,
Hilarious.
Jalen pick 6, so that's good.
Who did?
Jalen.
He did?
The
got
first
batted
play. The first play he did, John.
Yeah, he tried to throw a ball to the outside for, like a bubble screen or whatever the fuck, and it almost got picked.
Oh, on the first
Could have
one.
been
Yeah,
picked.
yeah.
I think the guy's he's a numbskull, and he swatted it down when he had a clear lane at the end zone if he went to grab it.
Every bubble screen should be a pick six, in my opinion.
Absolutely, T.
There's a lot of room for it.
I hate them and love them at the same time. Is that weird?
They're so dumb.
Oh,
If
God.
you have the numbers, they're awesome. You work everyone except Sundays. Perfect. All right.
Yo,
We'll hit you up in the
coming.
Discord then, buddy. And tell us what to eat too, by the way. That's important.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the office a couple days a week. I'll have to figure out when I'm not COVID positive. So once that's done, we can go to the Sterling Pig.
See ya. Smitty with a huge catch on a late ball from Jalen here too. So they're moving. Miles Sanders. Oh, business decision, and I appreciate it. Sorry, I missed the replay on the first one. A.J. Brown, first down. Vince Quinn to the 5, 6.
Please score a touchdown, please.
By the way, if you
please.
see this and you're in New Jersey, go to John and Molly's. They're selling Bell and the Birdman Cherry Crush Soda. It's still delicious. I'm having 2 today because they're that good.
I can't
Maybe.
get over that, man. It's so cool that they're selling it. I can't we have a soda that's actually in a bar that's selling. Like, how
Pretty cool,
cool is
man.
that?
Pretty cool.
It's insane.
Maybe some at the Sterling Pig, huh?
Oh.
Actually,
We'll get you
Steven
a
will
bottle,
bring some
Steven.
by.
Yeah.
You taste them. You let us know.
Yeah,
That
we'll
makes it
definitely
easy.
get you
1
some
to
soda.
Alvin, 1 to Steven. Boom. All right, punch it in, goddammit. Second and goal on my feed here. 3:02 and ticking. RPO. Miles Sanders to the left. Can't get it in. Give it to fucking Kenny Gainwell or Boston Scott,
You want
please.
spoiler alert?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Devontae Smith touchdown.
There we go. There we go. We appreciate that, Tall. Thank you so much, buddy. No, you're
Yeah.
with us and support us all the time, man.
Yeah, you're the man. And
Frankie's
shout out to
ups-
everybody else that's hanging. Really
My
appreciate
girlfriend's criticizing me because I spoiled it for you guys.
Why?
asked for it.
I need. Yeah. You asked, do you want me to spoil this? And we said yes, absolutely. Now I get to enjoy this. Third and goal. Here comes Hurts. It's a fake to Gainwell, and he throws. It's a touchdown! Devontae Smith.
Ooh, going for 2.
Oh, I like
just
this.
kidding. It didn't count. Just kidding.
Oh. The Eagles have still not scored for me, by the way. It's second and goal.
It's coming back. Steven says it's coming back.
That's how.
It's
Wait,
a
the
repeated third
touchdown?
down. Think it's a hold. Double check me on the screen. I missed the calling it on Dickerson. Yep.
Behind it really doesn't matter.
Let's see here. Is this a hold? You got to be fucking bleeping me. Oh, illegal man downfield is what they're calling because he crossed
Classic
over the goal
Eagles
line.
penalty.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
Oh no!
No!
Don't say that. There's a pick
Taylor,
coming.
don't do this to
Turnover.
me.
Turnover. That means turnover. God damn it!
Oh God.
All right,
This
third and goal.
sucks.
Here it comes. Jalen Hurts sticking down 6 on the play clock. It's 5. It's 4. Now 3. There's a snap. Looks. 5-step drop. Now rolls out to his right. Looking. Flag. Throws across his middle. And it is intercepted. Why did he start this football game?
How many interceptions till he gets the single season record? Maybe we can go for that. Let's go for that record today. Jalen, we need you to throw 18 picks today.
Unless he thought it was a free play. I mean, Jesus. Ay, caramba.
Oh, this
So
is awful.
a touchdown gets wiped out by Dickerson, and it ends up being an interception. Classic.
This is so awful. Everything about this game sucks.
All right, I want to see this again on. Now I'm going to watch on your
It's
screen.
bad.
Which
bad.
I think is.
I haven't even
happening
seen
here.
it yet. Yeah, so here's going to be my.
Yeah, I'm
Seen it yet?
watching with you. So watch this horse manure because there's no one open here, Vince. He's scrambling. There's the flag. He throws it.
He's in the
And-
pocket now. He's dodging pressure and going to the right. There goes the flag. He throws it deep. Oh, yeah, that's woof. 2 routes were intersecting each other, and it turned 2 double coverages into quadruple coverage. So, not great.
And the
Not
Eagles
great.
held on at this as well.
Oh, well, that's good.
This feels like the Oakland Raiders game with Nick Foles. A lot of bit of it, except your
Oh,
starters.
that
in.
one. At first, I thought you meant the 7 touchdown Nick Foles game, and I was like, this does
no,
not
no,
feel
no.
like that game at all. But now I know what you're talking about. Now we can make 2017 comparisons.
So,
Can you imagine
I
if
think-
this was an important game and you were this far behind?
oh my God.
Like this was the first game of the playoffs.
Divisional round, yeah.
Oh my God, we couldn't even do it. Like, I don't even know if we could do it live stream at that point.
Yep.
It'd be total bullshit.
Mikey chiming in here saying the fact that Jalen Hurts playing is showing that they do not have any faith in Minshew. And I think that's also partly true in this, along with, I mean, we're making it very matter of fact that this game is like, whatever, they take care of it. But no, they want to ensure that this is the 1 seed. You can tell 100%. And I think they're playing like that, which is making them play like assholes. But if they had Minshew in, like it just seems like it'd be a simpler game plan. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This is starting to get into Andy Reid territory where you just make shit up. It's the end of the year. It's hard to get fired up. Just go win the fucking game. That's what's happening.
Yeah, can we do ring around the rosy and try to get some razzmatazz for a touchdown here? Because that's what it takes. It takes spinning huddles, John.
What's the ring around the rosy play? I'm in for that. That's fine.
Well, did you see that last night from the Chiefs, where the whole
Yeah.
huddle was like spinning in a big circle, and then
Oh no, I didn't
That's
even
fun.
bother
Oh,
watching the Chiefs
dude.
last night.
take the 8 minutes that we're behind and go 30 seconds and find that play on Twitter because holy shit, dude, it's so ridiculous. I mean, the Chiefs go to line up. Well, first they're in the huddle. They spin in a circle, like all of them. The whole team is spinning in a circle on the field, and then they break the huddle mid-circle and just run out to their spots. It's a weird formation where there's 3 guys in the backfield. The guy deepest is Mahomes, who's behind Jerick McKinnon. They run a sweet
Amazing.
pitch to Mahomes to the right, who throws it across the field to the left, and it should have been a loss of like 3 yards, and it ends up being a touchdown. It is so dumb. It's so dumb. I mean, it's so impressively dumb. But it's the Chiefs, so they get away with it, and everyone's like, "This is genius." Like, I don't even think the spinning mattered. It doesn't. You still have to line up in your spots. You know what I mean? It was like, it was.
I got to check that out now.
Yeah.
There is Steven also asking a couple of things in here real quick. Bob saying he can't shake the feeling that the coaching's going to fail us in the playoffs. They're 1-4 in the red zone against third stringers, and although, Bob, I think people might come at you and be like, oh, that's an overreaction. That doesn't matter. No, man. Red Zone has been this coaching staff's fucking craw for 2 years running. And speaking of San Francisco and all that, like, do you remember that game? They should have blown out the 49ers last year. They should have blown them out, and they lost because they couldn't score in the red zone. Like, it is every reason why I'm screaming Frank Reich this year, and I'm praying that he doesn't get a head coaching job. Not because, I don't think he could, but I want him back as OC, and I want Shane out of here. And I think that's just a huge hole in that. The rhythm of their play calling, like, it's very collegey, and not in a good way, like a fucking Cliff Kingsbury way, and I don't like it one bit.
He's about to get fired.
Yeah.
So.
I've got a hot take.
Go for it.
Jim Harbaugh is leaving Michigan to be the Eagles DC.
No, he's not.
He wants all the way the hell out of there.
And the
I didn't lie about those
reaction from the
cheeseburgers.
peanut gallery with Taylor of no, he's not.
Frankie's a fake Michigan fan.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, Frankie.
What is Frank? What is Frank Michigan?
No, Frankie.
No, I know. I said I was trying to say, why is Frankie a fake Michigan fan?
Because I watch more games than she does.
Oh, wow. Does that include basketball or just football?
Do you like the basketball team?
I watched some of their game the other day.
Ooh, some of the game the other day. There you go.
There you go.
But like all the time, she wants to keeps up with Michigan basketball.
Yeah, are you at all? No, she's not.
What?
Do you watch all the Michigan games?
Basketball?
Yeah.
No. I just like Jim Harbaugh.
Oh,
okay.
Jim.
All right.
I thought it was Michigan. Okay.
All right, Harbaugh fan. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
He's got
But
nice
yeah,
khakis. Gotta love the khakis. It's a good look.
Speaking of khakis, here's Davis Webb about to give you 4th and 5 here, Vince Quinn. So they're punting away. This is what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to score a fucking point. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback.
It
for
shouldn't.
the Eagles.
And you should run the ball a billion times with guys like Trey Sermon, who should maybe not be on this team. I don't know. But none of this makes sense when you've got third stringers out there. I mean, this is really bad.
This is all a classic, like, overthink. In every NFL team. I'm going to go check the Cowboys and see what they're doing. They're clearly overthinking their game. 49ers are overthinking their game right now. That's fantastic.
Oh, my God.
They just got an interception against Arizona.
Oh, did they? As I say that. And Alvin actually chiming in here, too, after I'll see Britt and Covey on the big screen here. Yeah, I got to get into something about that, too. I don't disagree, Steven. I think that there's something. Oh, should I even bother going in? I just want to rename this thing, okay? And it's officially happening tonight. It is no longer called the 2 QB system. I'm throwing it out because it just makes people be like, it's a thing. It is now the 2 starter system, okay? And that is what the Eagles absolutely need. They need a Baker Mayfield here in this case because you can't have Gardner Minshew anymore. You can't have, if you get lucky and get Brock Purdy, congratulations. You should kiss every fucking person on the way from work until you get home. Like that's an amazing find, including Vince Quinn. Yes, indeed. But here's who the backup quarterback should be for the Philadelphia Eagles next year. Someone in the 2nd round this year. Someone in the 3rd round this year. And until you have to find that young, cheap person that is going to be under $1 million, and for a lifetime they'll be $5 million. Like, imagine this now. I know it's like if the Packers are probably the closest example to this. Like, Jordan Love actually looks pretty fucking good now. So it looks like there's a transition piece, and you could still probably go get some more. I'm not saying go get a 1st-round quarterback, but like you can find Jalen Hurts again, especially in the class that's coming up. There's going to be some talent that slips through because it's going to be so top-heavy. So, sorry, guys, I would stick to that or a $1.5 million Baker Mayfield, absolutely. But no more old guys that can get fucking hurt. No more Chase Daniels that are just sitting there for a clipboard. No more second coaches. They have to be a starter. Not a backup quarterback, not a Gardner Minshew. They have to be a starter.
Bailey's
18
happy.
games into
Yeah.
Bailey's happy. Bring him on board. Absolutely. your backup, your QB2 should be under $1 million every single year.
Well, you can't get that. I mean, if you
Yes,
want
Jalen
you
is
can.
still playing.
You have to go draft him. That's what I'm saying. If you draft
yeah.
him, that's the price for 4 years. You have to do it that way.
Yeah, that's fine.
I repeat, Jalen is still playing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jalen's still playing.
Great.
Fantastic. 8:58 and ticking right now on my
What time
watch.
should you throw a pick in the red zone when you could have been up 23-0 on a team of third stringers? So, great.
There goes Boston Scott, though, baby. At least on my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, not
First
for
and
me.
10 to first and
they're
10.
showing kids at the Franklin Institute right now for me. So, things are great. Everything's working out just fine.
This is so
good.
dumb.
I would dig Mayfield. I mean, you're probably gonna have to pay him. So you're probably paying him at least $10 million. So I don't know if I dig him that much. Second round quarterback's fine with me. Or really just get a guy that can run a little bit. Like that's the key. I mean, look at the Ravens. They got Tyler Huntley. The idea was like he's kind of similar to Lamar, just a great athlete, a great runner. We'll see if we can develop him as a passer. And he's won a couple of games for them, and he's done that over the last couple of years. Like that guy's fun, and he was a 6th round pick. I totally fucking dig Tyler Huntley. So if you can find a guy like that's kind of in a Jalen mold where you're willing to run RPOs and he can at least make good decisions on them, and then you try to figure out everything else. Go do that. Go get that guy. Go draft that kid.
Louisville's quarterback Cunningham's kind of like that. I don't know if he's come into the draft yet or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's eligible junior. Or maybe not. I might have that wrong. Let's look into that, T.
Malik Cunningham, yeah.
Because
we've
they went in for Carson Strong this year, and like they paid him a fuck ton of money for an undrafted quarterback. I don't think they've ever paid
literally
anything.
just about to bring that up. That's good timing. Yeah.
It's a guy that had terrible knees, and they hated his guts by the end of it, and they caught him like he didn't even make the practice squad. So it was a total whiff. And I get why they did it at the time. I thought he was a 3rd round pick, but. Getting a guy that really fits your system a little bit more makes sense in this case because you are a backup to Jalen. Like you are running it a certain way, so try to find a guy that's got some talent in that mold. Even if you're going to like the 5th round, Jacoby Brissett was a 5th round pick. Like you can find decent guys. I would have sworn he was 5th.
3rd. I remember that. I will never forget it.
I don't know why he's burned in my head as a 5th round pick.
I was so mad at Bill Belichick. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" I was really mad. But yeah, exactly. A guy like that is probably he's really valuable, moving forward. So has been forever.
Yeah, so go find somebody like that. So Jalen isn't in the middle of the 3rd quarter against this
and they're
terrible
throwing
team.
bombs, man. They're trying to throw bombs. They tried to connect to AJ. They tried to connect to all these. They're just Quez right now. To me, 7:01 in the 3rd.
Cunningham is going for the draft this year, so got to keep an eye out on.
All right, we got our first target.
Well, no, we had our first target. First target's Quentin Williams, and that's fine. I will overpack the wide receivers in the 1st and 2nd rounds. That's fine, whatever it takes. Which, by the way, did we see what that Saints pick becomes now today? Thank you, Carolina Panthers.
No, I didn't see what that pick's at right now.
We'll have to check that after this stupid 3rd and 10 to Kenny Gainwell, which is short of the sticks. What are we doing today, guys?
Oh, what a terrible
What are we
Jalen
doing?
I just saw behind Watkins. God.
This is are you getting a fired up Nick Sirianni on the sidelines there, T? On your little head. He's starting to look like super mad.
He just seems indifferent at this point.
Okay. All right. Here comes Jake Elliott on my screen, Vince Quinn. So sorry, it doesn't work out.
All right. Well, for me, I've got a loading screen, and let's see. Here comes Sirianni now. Okay. Also, thanks to Alvin for the update here. Rams 16, Seahawks 13 for that 7 seed. So interesting development there.
Man, MVP Jake Elliott makes it 19-0. After they don't even go for it on 4th and 3 from like an obvious place where they usually do. Saints' 1st round pick owned by the Eagles will be the 10th or 11th. Okay. On how the Saints' internal strength of schedule works out. Fantastic. All right.
That's great.
movable.
I'm
What a deal.
seeing 10 on tankathon.com.
Awesome. All right. It stays
Cool.
at 10 after 2 weeks of sweat.
Yeah, and Chicago's first, so it's properly updated.
Eagles winning would help. Oh well, no, they played both of those teams, so I guess it doesn't matter. Trying to think of some of the overlap or exclusivity between the Saints and the Titans, but they both played the NFC East.
Man, so that should pretty much align. Ooh, then we can get real fancy because we've been awaiting. So who finished second in the AFC South? Do we know?
South would be the Titans then, right? Because
Or
the
NFC South. I'm sorry.
Panthers?
Panthers, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means, I believe, the Eagles are heading to Charlotte next year. Is that correct? Or
They
does that
wouldn't
mean
get
New
the winner?
Orleans?
Wouldn't they play the 1 seed? They would play.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Tampa.
go to. I thought
You'd
they
play
played
Tampa.
the first and second seed next year.
Oh, maybe because of the extra game, and that's how it shook out. I'm not sure how that's. I still got to learn how they fully
Yeah.
do all of that with the extra game. But
Well, all I know is there is not a destination I don't want to go to next year, even if that means possibly LA twice. So, make sure your old eyes are on the prize at phillysportstrips.com there, folks. So,
Oh, my God. Panthers, Saints, and Falcons all have the same record.
so that just goes by. Fuck! What did they do in the NFC South? What are they doing down there?
it's crazy.
No wonder they
I
just
gotta
watch
say,
college
dude,
football.
Steve Wilkes, credit to Steve Wilkes going into a completely impossible situation and somehow winning games and being in the playoff conversation like week 16, week 17. That's a miracle from him. I mean, seriously. And he's not going to get the job. He's totally going to get fucked over, and I feel for him
Oh.
already.
No way.
But God
So-
damn, he deserves to keep it.
Panthers are technically second. And
Okay.
then Saints and Falcons both have 2 division losses or 2 division wins and 4 division losses. So I guess they're tied.
Okay. So definitely New Orleans is on the map for us too, and one of those comes off. I think it ends up being either Carolina or New Orleans. And if we just get Bojangles again, so I'm fine with that either way. That's good by me. Oh God, is this the? This might be the slowest moving Eagles game of the season too.
Oh, it's painful. All of this is excruciatingly painful and slow. Yeah, I hate it. I hate everything about this game right now. I don't know if you've noticed from the last 2 hours of me complaining, but I hate this game. I hate it.
Well, I've got Davis Webb stepping back and ripping it 1 yard and letting Slayton do the rest of the work to pick up a first down. So,
Oh, great.
they got that going for them.
All right, Jalen's coming in next drive, isn't he?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
They-
No one
they-
today.
I bet you they have like a literal stupid analytics start that says, okay, 23 has to be 23 points with this many minutes to go. Before we can just safely hand off the football. Did you know that there's a QB Neal index? I just learned about this like a month ago.
What?
If you are up 21 points with 9 minutes and all as long as the opponent has all 3 timeouts, your offense can kneel and they cannot get the ball back in time to score unless they score like absolutely lightning quick. It might be 7 minutes. I can't remember, but your offense can take a knee and there's not enough time to get the 21
Wow.
points back. Yeah.
That's awesome. I feel like I'm surprised like Belichick hasn't done that already out of spite. Like he's
I was
done
gonna
some right.
I was going to say out of besides Belichick, who would be most likely to pull that one off?
Harbaugh for sure. John, not Jim.
He's been burned by Belichick a couple of times, so he's done something. Like, remember that game in the playoffs where the Ravens were playing the Patriots and they were up? This was like 2015. They were up. And the Patriots started running these formations where the tackles and guards were spread out wide, and you couldn't tell who was eligible and who wasn't, and the Ravens threw a fit, and then they changed the rules like the following week. because it was so outrageous. And the Ravens lost that game. Like, that was classic Belichick dirty shit. Like, it's so good.
Slay's gambling too much.
By the way, Davis Webb driving down to the 20 here, Vince Quinn, on my screen, as it is a throwback pass. Oh, no, it was a throwback option, and it is going to be a 3-yard loss. There's the old Dable offense. Woohoo!
All right.
So, hope you're enjoying this at home. Unreal.
It's awful. It just feels like they're trying to make a big swing so they can officially get off the field now, and it's like a tired fighter throwing lazy haymakers. Like,
yeah,
it's bad.
Oh yeah, guaranteed to go to LA and Seattle next year. I'm very excited for that, Bob.
I've never been to
super
Seattle.
excited.
I've heard so many cool things about that place. I can't wait to go.
Such a great town. Ooh, almost a pick six from Slay, and that gets turned into a first down. That sounds about right.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Taylor from the future.
The future of Taylor. Oh, he was like half a foot off of that, too. Unreal.
Yeah, this is unreal.
Ooh, Davis Webb is a good actor. He got this. He got the thing on the sideline. Tried to get the call there. 1st and goal for your New York Giants. Here's Davis Webb. I don't even know who their backup running back is right now, but that's who he hands it off to, and it goes nowhere for 0 gain.
There we go. Yeah, I just saw the play where they tried to run a handoff and then throw it across the field from the running back to Davis Webb, and thank God it was covered. It's getting into total clown show mode, this game. I mean, the Giants are going to do weird desperation shit to try to get back in it. Yep. And the Eagles are trying to close it, and they can't do it.
Bob is saying we've got sack number 69 of the year. Is that true, Taylor Cadadis? Did that just happen?
I didn't see the announcers get that one yet, but
Okay, all right. I've got 2nd and goal with Davis Webb's fat face going to a delay game here. Come on, get the flag. Did they get it? Yes, they did. All right. There's the clown show showing up.
Well, speaking of delay of game, I just saw Darius Slay almost get the pick. So there's
Jesus
delay of
Christ.
game for you. Brought to you by the NFL Plus app. NFL Plus, I don't know plus what, but it's plus something.
Is Trump still president where you're at, Vince Quinn?
He is, yes. The election seems like it's going to be close. I don't know how it's going to shake out, but I'm very anticipatory.
That makes a ton of sense why you're so behind. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but Carson Wentz is not the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles anymore either. So
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Well, you'll find out. Just subscribe to NFL Plus.
Tom Brady's a buck.
Whoa! Oh my God! I wonder if Gronk will join him.
All right, I've got 3rd and 12 on my screen after Davis Webb was furiously clapping, and yet again they got another delay of game penalty after a delay of game penalty. So
They got consecutive delay.
they're going 4 wide. Here's Davis Webb looking at Matt Breida, scrambling out to his right-hand side. Fletcher Cox and throws it to, the tight end who catches it for a fucking, gets all the yardage back, I think. 3rd and goal.
Wow.
How the fuck did that happen?
Oh God, I can't wait to see it 2 plays from now.
And who is this
also-
Kevin Boss looking motherfucker on my screen? I can't identify. Who's number 89? Any idea? Nobody? Okay.
No,
Nothing.
I don't know. I'm so checked out.
Imagine if you went to this game.
Oh, I'd be so miserable.
Imagine paying $500 for a seat. Here's 3rd and goal from Davis Webb, and there is not a sack. And there's the throw, and it is incomplete. 4th and goal.
Thank
Good coverage all around. Davis Webb looks like he just wishes he had a beer in his hand and wishes he wants to go home now. Wow.
Yeah, I need to get another. I finished this one.
Was that a Magic Hat number 9 over there?
No, I wish this was. This is a friend of mine bought this. Sloop Brewing Company. I have no idea.
Sloop.
Okay. Juice Bomb Northeastern IPA.
A lot of those juice bombs. Everybody's been making those.
I don't mind a fruity, juicy beer. You know, there's some pretty good ones out there. You can't drink a ton of them. This one, yeah.
Graham Gano gets the first points of the Giants this game.
All right, I'm getting another drink. I got to get through this game. This is I'll be back. I'll be back in like 50 seconds.
Do we see Jalen again?
Let's see.
No, we
Well,
better
it's a
not.
16-point lead, right? No, can't do it. Got to keep them in there. Let's go check out our friends at Cowboys, huh? How have they been doing? If I can get this fucking screen to work.
This is quite a sad red zone day, by the way.
Oh, this is saddest red zone day of the year.
Yeah.
Not to mention if you have a commissioner who's allowing your championship to happen on this weekend. They should be ousted and fired immediately, fired faster than Roger Goodell.
When is fantasy usually over?
Like last week. Last weekend is when most championships happen.
That's what I thought.
Holy crap, and it's 13-6 still?
And here comes a bomb from Dak Prescott, and it's incomplete.
Wow, that's where you're at with that game?
Well, I'm on a different streaming service for Red Zone.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. They're punting over here on NFL.
Yeah, they're about to punt it, yeah.
And then what do we got going on with the 49ers right now?
They are kicking Arizona's ass.
Oh, okay. So that's out. So there's literally nothing exciting that would happen.
No.
Probably you got to imagine the Cowboys would be screen watching here a little bit.
I think they're who got injured on that play? Oh, he got back up for the Commanders.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, I have no prayer of watching multiple games. I can't.
Whoa.
It's 2024. Broncos are up.
Oh my God! Wow, Russell Wilson is he with Sean Payton?
Not yet.
Shortly. Jalen's still in per all the beats, by the way. And that is why he switched to the brown stuff, everybody, which is I'm going to go put the semi-clear yellow stuff in the toilet, and I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, John's going to go do that. This is the brown stuff. This is stinky brown stuff, too. My girlfriend's going to hate me after this for drinking
What do you got over there?
It's a certain distillery that we traveled to a little while ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm not going to, they didn't earn
It's
the love.
stinky.
Yeah, it is stinky, but I kind of like it. I really do. So
You are a brown liquor sicko.
I know I'm a fucking degenerate, but it's fine. It makes me happy, and it's getting me through COVID. So there we go. There's no better way to recover from a positive COVID test than to slam brown liquor.
You found the COVID elixir.
Yeah, that's it.
Strange smelling brown liquor.
There's no need for vaccines. You drink liquor that smells like gas. So that's the key to life. You're all welcome.
This liquor does smell like gas. That is not an exaggeration.
No, it's not an exaggeration. The funny thing is, I don't know if I've mentioned this before to everyone that's hanging, but my nose is awful. Like my ability to smell is not very good, so I don't notice things like that. And people be like, "How the fuck are you drinking that, eating that, or how do you not notice that candle?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I just don't smell. Like it's just not a part of. Like, it's got to be a really strong smell for me to notice something. So, and usually those smells aren't pleasant. So, smells, not exactly in my book, which means gasoline-smelling whiskey, right in my alley. So, welcome aboard, folks. Strap in.
No ice.
No ice either, yes. It's all a shit show, Taylor. The drinking, my psyche, my health, what's happening in this game, Jalen Hurts' health, perhaps. Just awful. I mean, this has just been awful. I hope you're enjoying something about all of this as you're out there watching on YouTube and wherever the hell else we're streamed. I don't even know where we're streaming right now, Taylor. Twitter. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I hope on either of these you're enjoying yourselves, and thanks for hanging out. I have a bottle of champagne that I'm hoping to pop. I'm planning to pop.
You shouldn't.
No, it's not worth it getting the 1 seed. It's not a celebration.
When it looks like this.
No, I'm still doing it. I don't care how ugly it is. I don't even care what the champagne tastes like. I think it's good. Dana picked it out, so she has taste and I don't. So it's good champagne. So I'm going to celebrate. Maybe the post-game show is how I'll open it up. I'm going to pop a bottle of champagne to celebrate getting the 1 seed. But I don't know, 3 points here, Taylor. They did score 3. So, of course, Jalen Hurts has to stay in this awful game.
It's just crappy bubble screen still.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I left the door open. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Nice looking at John's bathroom. Brought to you by...
Buy your bottle of liquor.
Yeah. Oh,
That's right. The Prosecco.
Ah, yes.
2 sacks away from the record, Mikey. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. I missed that one.
Good. Yeah, come on, fucking Reddick. Dude, if he's got at least 16 sacks this year, 18 sacks this year, I think. Like, that's unbelievable, man. What a fucking home run by Howie to get this guy.
Oh, my God. Everything has been. Other than Robert Quinn, I don't think he's missed on anything.
Yeah, have we even seen Robert Quinn today? Honestly, I have no idea.
I'll have to go back into the snap counter. Oh, my God, Devontae Smith. I missed that hit on the first go-around. You're just seeing that now, Vince?
No, I'll see it in 10 minutes. I've got 6 seconds left in the third quarter, and maybe I'll see this play.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't seen him get smacked yet.
Curse for the Cowboys going into the blue tent.
Ooh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
That is not great for them. 13-6 still there. Ooh, the Hoss. They're in the red zone here. So we're going to switch over to the Commanders here for a second. 2nd and 4 there. Heavy set. RPO right up the gut. And it is a first down. Woo-hoo-hoo, to the 10. He's still up. What are they doing? Oh, they're USC Notre Daming it for a second there. Robert Quinn just missed a sack in like the second quarter, so he's alive. Okay, good. Thank you, Bob.
Good.
Thanks, Bob.
I wanted to say this was a Robert Quinn game going into this. I'm glad I didn't. This is not a good day for any Quinn. But yeah, man, like I'm still hopeful. Maybe I'm delusional, but everything else has worked for this team just about. So I still want to believe that Robert Quinn's going to do something. Like maybe. I don't. I don't even know if it matters, honestly. Like, does it really matter if Robert Quinn does anything? Obviously, if he plays well, it helps their Super Bowl odds. If he's a literal zero factor and doesn't play, I don't think it matters.
Sam Howell, wheels, touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh yeah, cue up Major Tutty. What's he up to?
I'm just gonna give him the Notre Dame song. That's what they should take. And the Commanders should have a band if they're going to like really play this bullshit up. That's all I'm saying.
They should have like a military style band. There's no doubt that would be.
Major Tutty is a great name, though.
It is a good name.
It's funny. It's definitely funny.
Ooh, I like that. Quinn sacks Purdy in the NFC Championship game, right as Crayvon LeBlanc is also, running up to him and giving him a hug. I love that.
I like that that's been the new thing where everybody's been dying for Crayvon LeBlanc to come back. I mean, I liked him the 1 year, but like, I don't know.
Just to yell strap on Twitter. It's exactly why I think everybody wants it back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was swaggy, he was fun, he was a very likable guy, but I just like I'm not wishing he was here.
He was unfortunately also not good. And thus, why he's not even on practice squad. So,
yeah, he was hurt a lot. I mean, he's been through a lot. He had his time. I mean, he had his time.
He was, I think, that was a Jim Schwartz call, if I remember correctly, because they had like a relationship from Detroit or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I wouldn't mind it though. I would love him back just for the quotes. Honestly, I'm fine. He's the other than. Do you remember? What was that? Leodius McKelvin? What was that dude's name?
Leotis McKelvin.
Leotis McKelvin. That guy's mouth. Oh my God. Top 5 all time of just like greatest quotes during the Chip era there. So very thankful for that.
That guy, man, he went through some shit. Like he had a point. I think it was a Bills playoff game. He dropped a kick return. And I'm pretty sure some Bills fans went and like literally set fire to his house or his lawn.
No way.
I swear to God, I think it was his lawn. They literally knew where he lived and found his property and set it on fire because he missed a kick return or a punt return. He just botched it.
That's some Ray Finkel shit, man. That is like, can we
Awful.
not? Whew.
Yeah. Some people, it's like, look, I get you love the game, but Christ. Like that guy.
You love the game. That's what your comment on that. I get you love the game, but like, hey man, burning a dude's house—that's a little too far.
You're fucking insane at that point. Like it's, oh man, I love the team. How can you do this to the team? Like, I bet he went home and could sleep just fine. I'm sure he had no problems after that. It didn't bother him at all. Like,
dude, what did Vince Quinn, answer this question? What did Davis Webb get paid to play this game today? Because I hope it was a lot.
In his life to play this game because he's been on the practice squad since 2017 or whatever it is. Like that dude has never played, and to get paid whatever he's making as a starter for one game.
Yeah, let's see how much heart they have here. It is, it's fourth down, and they're at the 50, and let's just see what happens.
All right, I think it's 1st and 10 for me. It is.
Oh,
it's
nice.
1st and 10.
Oh God.
All right. Just so everyone knows, we're not gonna do the post game on a live stream because we gotta catch up with all of this stuff. I think we've had a disjointed run on this game. Now that it's gonna be an overall factor in most of the talking points, but
well, yeah, we're caught up to us. We are fine. The
We're
NFL
good.
Plus app hates everything about being the NFL Plus app. It is a self-loathing app, which I've never seen before, but I'm impressed by.
I have another very hot take.
Ooh, please.
The new Eagles font doesn't look any better with a black backdrop.
Nope, it looks so bad, dude. It looks like a really bad, like somebody fucked up in Madden when you got the first copy at midnight. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, Kyrie had the Cavs jersey still on when he got traded to the Celtics on the 2K.
Yeah, it's a moment like that. Like, ooh, we'll fix that in the update. You know.
Yeah. Oh man.
So some exciting news when you get to it in about 45 minutes here. I think the Giants got it on the 4th and 1. They did go for it, but yeah, it looks like they got it. There's a hand stretch by Clayton there. Yeah, okay.
They got it.
I've been calling this dude Clayton the whole time, and that's not it at all. Who's 83? I have no idea who that guy is. So 1st and 10, and I think Frankie just got upset because she slapped something. So nothing good is happening.
I hit my knee because I don't know who the fuck 83 is. I'm totally Lager.
Oh yeah, Lager. Right.
I think his name is Lager.
Yeah.
Cager? Whatever. He doesn't matter.
All right.
Naga, not gonna work here anymore.
Not gonna work anymore.
When's the last time you saw Office Space? What a movie.
Every 5 seconds. Comedy Central doesn't have anything else other than showing The Office for 5 days straight and then like throwing that movie on the weekend, right?
To trick people into thinking it's still The Office. They're like, we're out of Office episodes. Run Office Space.
You got it.
Oh, Philly sports guy. I just saw a glimpse of him on TV.
Hey.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, see, this is the 4th and 1 attempt that they converted. I'm just watching that now.
I missed him. Good eye. See? We never saw it.
Perks of living in the past by 5 minutes.
Another big McLaurin reception.
Ooh.
I love
down
it
at the 15.
Dallas.
How
They're
much
going to
does
beat Dallas. It's so funny.
really wonder how much McLaurin hates Carson Wentz. Oh my God. The Giants, 1st down, 11 minutes and ticking. They're getting close to red zone territory yet again here, Vince Quinn.
God, Jalen's going to play this whole game.
It's unbelievable.
Play the whole
I mean,
game.
he's resting for 2 weeks, and it doesn't look like anything major's happened yet.
He's not playing how he plays, though.
He's
Yeah.
not playing how he plays.
Like, that's the point.
He could still get hurt out there because they're just not even playing at full speed, and they're like half-assing their way around this whole thing.
What's Twitter think of all this, by the way? I haven't looked at all.
Oh, God, it's got to be a nightmare. I would bet the
They
Discord
love it.
fire, too.
They love it?
I'm joking.
Game of the year.
Let's see. Yeah. If you guys have any funny tweets out there or whatever, shoot them on into the broadcast in the comments down below. I'm curious to see where people are freaking out at if they're losing their minds. I just think it's funny.
I just
I'm
think
just kicking my feet up.
You know that GIF that everybody posts all the time of those monks that are just punching themselves in the nuts? Yeah.
A lot of that.
Yeah.
You just say,
yeah.
would you call it a GIF?
Yeah, GIF.
GIF.
Yeah.
Like what you got at Christmas?
Yeah, like peanut butter?
No,
GIF?
like what you got at Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I think I don't even know if I say GIF or GIF all the time. I think I flip-flop arbitrarily. Like, I really don't think I have a hard stance on either one.
All right, we got 2nd and 8 coming up here from, man, why don't they just fucking shoot the game in 4K? I don't
3rd and
get it.
8.
You're at 3rd and 8 over there? Okay, great. So this is going nowhere. Incomplete pass from Davis Webb here.
Great. I think the NFL Plus app is in 480p, so
Oh, good.
top of the line.
Wow. One of the shittiest passes of the day from Davis Webb on 2nd
It just
and 8.
got worse.
For who?
You'll see.
Oh, you dick.
This sucks.
It
This
just
is
got
the worst
worse.
way to get the 1 seed. This is such a miserable way.
All right, I'll just say there's a lot of booze.
Oh, there's a touchdown coming on 3rd and 8
How is this
because
a
everyone's
game?
standing up. Hey,
How is this a game? Oh my god.
here we go. 3rd and 8. Davis Webb fucking running it in. Touchdown. 12 yards out. Steamrolling. I don't know who, but it's going to be 10-19 here with quite some time left on the clock, Vince Quinn.
Why? Why are we doing this? This
Oh,
is,
keep watching.
this is so
They're going
torturous.
for 2. Great. They're going to go for 2. Good. They're going to go for 2 and get it. They're going to go for 2 and get it.
Wow.
Punch me in the face.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's what it feels like. There's somehow in my liquor cabinet there's one of those like little tiny like single shots of Fireball sitting there. It feels like that kind of night.
Oh, his blanket chip that got ran over. Thank you, Alvin. Yeah, get the Fireball out, Vince Quinn, because they just... Oh. Nope. Okay. Missed a 2-point... Am I missing anything? They missed a 2-point conversion, 19-9.
Yeah, it just looked like an easy interception. That's
Oh,
all.
okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, I'm still waiting for it to happen. I just watched the flutter ball that didn't go anywhere. I guess it got tipped, or it was just the worst release of a football I've seen in quite some time.
I just can't believe... What are they doing? Like, is there anything anyone's noticing other than they're doing the same hunky horseshit air raid, just go out there and I'll throw it to you? That's
Yeah,
what
I
it
don't
looks like from last week.
I don't think they really game planned for this. It doesn't look like it. They just showed up. They're like, oh, well, it's the third stringers now, so who gives a shit? We'll score either way, and now here they are.
Brian Daboll assured me
Oh my
that
god!
we would not be in this situation. Again,
One,
it's still
funny that I just saw the Davis Webb touchdown. 2, it looked like LeGarrette Blount running over what's his name, Harrison Smith in the NFC Championship game. Like he just trucks him and runs right in. I mean, my god.
Congratulations, Reed Blankenship. You're the new Andrew Sandejo, except it's fucking Davis Webb.
Oh,
you
that's
fool.
it. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Good company, Andrew
God.
Sandejo.
Oh,
Eagles legend, Andrew Sandejo.
Yeah, bring him back. What's he up to? Yeah.
Do you think there's anyone in the world that has an Andrew Sandejo Eagles jersey?
If you do, you really are a true sicko. If you still have it, that's
23-6 commies.
man,
Okay.
this sucks because you needed San Francisco to lose too, to even have like a glimmer of the 1 seed, right? Otherwise, it just wait. If Dallas loses, we lose. San Francisco lose. What happens then?
I think everything just stays put.
Yeah, I think it all depends on Dallas.
But
No, San Francisco
Niners-
wins. They take the 1 seed, don't they?
Niners are up by like 3 scores right now, so it doesn't matter.
What's the
What-
record?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But if the 49ers lose, or excuse me, the Eagles lose somehow, I hope I just didn't say that out loud, and Dallas loses, what happens then? We still win the East.
Yeah.
So what happens to us? Do we become the third seed.
Your minimum. Third. Yeah, your
No,
minimum
second.
Seed.
Because we
become the
beat-
second seed.
Because we beat
Vikings.
Vikings, yeah.
So we would get no bye, and then who would come to Philadelphia next week?
Oh God.
Can we not?
I'm just saying, like I'm trying to I'm throwing it out there as a possibility.
It could be what? Dallas? No, 4 and 5 would play each other, so Tampa and Dallas would be locked in. The Giants.
Oh yeah, they would.
Even if the Giants come back to town next
They
week.
would come back the next week.
Oh God.
You know what? Let's do it. I changed my mind.
You're sick. You're a sick man, Taylor.
Yeah, because again, you only have to go to San Francisco for the NFC Championship game in that mind. So
Oh God! If they have to go to San
okay with
Francisco
that.
for the NFC Championship game, they're not going to San Francisco for the NFC Championship game. It's not happening.
Oh, it'd be the Lions or
Packers,
Packers.
yeah.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Never mind. So I would happily accept Aaron Rodgers at home next week. That's fine.
Oh, because you have the bye, so the 7, 6. All right, okay. God,
Yeah.
all this 7 shit and whatever's plus COVID and whiskey. I'm doing great with the math and logic today.
We can't be the Bills and have multiple TD returns.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Returning that opening kick is pretty.
You
badass.
want to know why? Because the Eagles didn't go out there and fucking trade for Naeem Hines at the deadline, and that's exactly what I said.
Should have been Greg Ward. Look, if Greg Ward was
Should've
on
been
this
Greg
team
Ward.
returning kicks instead of being on the practice squad, guaranteed.
Broncos up 31.
Hey. Oh yeah, Hurts is still in. Yeah, definitely Hurts is still in. There you go.
See, it was all Hackett. It was all Hackett.
This is just getting silly now.
Giant killer strikes.
Yeah.
Big gain. Big gain.
Okay. Good, because they just missed A.J. Brown. And that was a little silly. So here's Jalen Hurts. Empty set, 2nd and 10 for me. Looks, throws Dallas Goedert. Cross, first down. Big chunk all the way down to the Eagles' 39. Feeling fine. Give me some wine.
There you go.
That's
At
your
this
cue.
point-
That's your cue.
To get you wine. All right. I gotta scrounge around a little bit. I have champagne in a couple of minutes. I will throw it on the microphone and the camera for you, which I'm sure is a good idea. And then we'll go from there.
All right,
But-
I'm at 1st and 10, 9:24 in ticking, and I do see Boston Scott on the field. So here comes the Taylor Cordatus special, I'm guessing. Here's Jalen Hurts. There's Boston Scott. There he goes up the middle, across the 50, and a big first down, and more all the way to the 40 of the Giants.
Just keep handing off to Scott at this point. Like,
Is it that hard? Isn't it?
Come on.
Isn't it exactly what we said this entire week? You just hand off the fucking ball and just go home. And yet.
Yeah, it ain't happening. Jalen's playing to the last second of this game now. He just is.
Yeah. Yep.
He is. He has
Every
to.
single second of it.
The good thing is he's playing at half speed, and they don't have a real game plan on offense. So
is Russell Wilson back
Touchdown.
for the last
he's back.
game of the season?
Apparently, he's had an identity crisis, and which he certainly should have because he's earned it. And he's talking about like
He knows
reevaluating-
exactly who he is.
What's that?
I said he knows exactly who he is.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's delusional, is what he is. So hopefully
Jalen with
he's,
a
changing some things up.
really bad throw, by the way, again to A.J. Brown. Almost a semi-near pick, by the way. 19 for 33, 218, and an interception as a nice catch from Devontae Smith here for a first down to the 32. 8:23 for me and ticking down. Where are you at, Vince Quinn?
9:30.
How are you a minute? Full minute
Everything
ahead.
about today is about punishing me. The entire existence of this game is just about making me miserable as possible.
Oh, my God.
This all sucks. I did not think pissed off about getting the 1 seed, but I am just drained, man. I'm so fucking drained. Oh my god.
Alvin's at the 8-minute mark. Here is Kenny Gainwell. Dude.
I got 645.
Oh, wow.
NFL Plus.
Kenny Gainwell and Boston Scott have looked like they've got a lot of juice, FYI, and Miles Sanders looks hurt or bad.
Dud.
Well, it's
Can't
a good
tell
thing that
which.
he's playing and Trey Sermon is inactive as a healthy scratch.
It's the most important game in history, Vince Quinn. This 1 seed in history.
Yep.
What's
It
Miles
is.
playing for now? Because he had an all-time horrific last game.
Yeah, from
Like,
Dallas
it's-
on, it's been bad, man.
It's been very bad. Like, worse than last year, honestly.
And he was limited practice all week. So, like, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck is he doing out on the field? Where's Trey Sermon? It's a good point.
They were probably trying to get his confidence back by not trying today. So they did a great job. I commend them. My hat's off.
We got a little Dable and Hurts montage coming up.
Oh, nice. We have our first QB sneak of the game, 3rd and 1, first down. No problem, by the way. Not that you should be shocked. 6:18 and ticking for me.
As soon as it's done for you guys, I'm turning this thing the fuck off. I am not watching the next 3 minutes of this game. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, let's see. I just want to see how they punch this bad boy in. We'll leave some comments and then we'll go do
All
our
right.
post-game show in the other world.
That's a post game sounds good to me because I'm ready.
6 and
Yeah,
ticking for
6 and
Alvin.
ticking. I'm at 7:30 right now.
John, would you rather rewatch this game or watch Space Odyssey 2001?
This game. I'll watch
Fuck
this
you.
game for the entire length of 2001. You can replay this game fucking 3 times, and that's fine. Whatever you want. I will
Movie's
never watch that.
225. This game is 8 hours. This is an 8-hour
definitely
game.
This game.
Crazy.
Where are some other? Okay, so
Everyone's just teasing me with their times. This is fucking great. Mikey's at 4:30. Oh, Steven's at 4:30. Mikey's at
4:30.
6:50.
I've got
6:50 on the NFL Plus app.
Boston Scott scooting forward at 2nd and 11.
I'm at 355.
Has the score changed?
No.
Fuck me in the butt. Ah,
Oh boy. All right. Well,
boy, oh boy.
as the clock drains, question from Steven. With the Broncos, was the problems all with the coach, or was it everything? Hackett sucks, 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 Hackett sucks. Also, mallet finger is really bad, apparently, and I didn't appreciate that, and Hackett sucks. So
How many times has mallet finger and Hackett come out of your mouth
a lot.
simultaneously? Yeah, like more than any other human being, I think.
I am one of the world's foremost experts on mallet finger.
More than Broncos fans.
I'm the biggest Broncos fan in America, T. I don't know if you knew that. I'm number one. Well, Dallas is my number one. Broncos are 2, and then I'm an Eagles fan.
Man,
Apparently.
Kenny Gainwell looks very healthy to me, guys, by the way. Just back-to-back games, very strong games. Don't know why they aren't going to him more. 1st and goal for the Eagles on my watch. 3:51 and ticking. Has the score changed for you yet, Taylor?
No.
At least the
In the
clock's going
nose.
to run out at this point. I mean, they can't.
But he's a full minute ahead, so I can only assume this is going to be
3:34.
disaster.
That's
Okay.
fine though. Being a full minute ahead and the score hasn't changed, I'll take that. Like this game is over. Okay, it's agonizing, but it's over.
Dak and Pollard crashed into each other? Oh, man, I'm so mad I missed that, Alvin. 2nd and goal for me. I'm going to check in on them real quick and see what's going on. Oh,
When's the last time there was a home game at 4?
Ooh.
Not playoffs.
There had to be one this season, right?
Nope.
No.
No,
They were all night. They were all night games.
We definitely didn't have like an afternoon tailgate. It's been a long time. I got a second and goal getting stuffed over here, 3:30 and ticking.
Maybe
Has the
last
score
season-
changed for you yet, Taylor?
Nope.
This is bad news, Vince.
It's fine. It's just gonna run out. I'm
This is-
waiting for it to go.
This
That's
is
all.
some like what do they got to do here? So it's gonna be 17-19,
Oh, my
and they're gonna
God.
try and go for. Oh, that is such bad news, Bears. What did you just? Is it a pick six?
No,
Something
just a horrific call on third down.
What's going on?
Nothing
with this
bad
Bears
actually
staff?
happened. Nothing bad actually happened. It was just the call. Like, why?
I don't know. I saw a first down on 3rd and 7, so they just converted that. Oh, and then it skipped first down, and now I'm at 2nd and goal.
You know what? I'm actually glad that play happened because it confirmed my stat hawk.
Oh, wow. All right, 3rd and goal for me. Here's Jalen Hurts. He looks, and he is trying to run to his left. He is flipping it out of bounds and saying, we'll
He
live to
is-
fight another day.
He's trying to get his touchdown. That is what he's trying to do.
It looked like it was set up to go to the right and just throw it really quick, and he didn't do that at all.
I thought he was trying to run it in. I thought that was the design run.
You think so? Maybe.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Nick Sirianni's reaction on the replay does not look like that was supposed to happen.
He's
Wow,
frozen.
Week 9 Chargers loss last year was the last home game at 4 p.m.
Interesting.
Great pull, Bob Wright. So the field goal is up and good. It's 22-9, excuse me. 3 minutes left. Can you pull Jalen Hurts now?
Please.
Is this enough? You're up 3 scores, right? 2 scores still. My bad. Oh, this is killing Vince Quinn. All he wants to do is drink whiskey and take a nap.
I'm ready to die. It's time. I think I've reached my time.
All right, folks. Here's what we'll do. We got to give a prediction for what each is going to say on the podcast later. What do you think I'm going to say after this game, Vince Quinn?
Ooh, so wait, you want me to predict what you're going to say, or you're asking?
Yeah, you have to predict what I'm going to say. I'm going to try and predict what you're going to say, and we have to predict what Taylor's going to say.
All right. You're going to say something to the effect of, I see all you sad sacks out there being fucking miserable, and let me tell you something, man. This team and Jalen Hurts are amazing, and none of this shit matters. And you're going to go into some tangent like that. So I'm ready for it.
There is a good possibility that something like that comes out of my mouth. Yes, that's a good prediction.
What do you have for me?
I think Vince Quinn is going to say something to the effect of, it's the coaching. The coaching. I'm nervous about the coaching. I mean, how can you not be after this? Something like that. I wasn't worried, but after that. And then what is Taylor going to say? I'll leave your first guess up there.
He's going to say that he hopes the Lions make the playoffs, upset in the first round, and come to Philly the following week. That's going to be number one.
I'm actually going to say this shows that nobody has faith in Miles Sanders.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, yeah, Stephen K. Yes, absolutely. That will also definitely come out of my mouth. I think that's going to come out of all three of our mouths that Jalen Hurts shouldn't have played.
Yeah, this has been awful. Also, game's frozen for me, so I'm going to consider it done. It's
yeah.
frozen at 3:30.
Well-
So I'm going to get the saddest bottle of champagne I think I'm ever going to pop in my life. I'm going to go get that, and I'll be back in 30 seconds.
That sounds good to me, buddy. We're going to wrap up this live stream, but you'll be happy to know that it doesn't look like the Cowboys are going to win either, as they're losing 23-6. I can't wait for let's watch this 3rd and 10 together here, shall we? Here's Dak Prescott in shotgun, looking, and he throws out to his left, and it's barely incomplete to Tolly Pollard. So, Johnny very sarcastically, the most important game of the year. It's a good chance you're right there too, Bob. So, for Vince Quinn and for Taylor Cordatis, we'll see you at the post-game show. Are you going to pop it right now? I'll wait and see. Are you going to pop it right now?
The post game, I think I don't want to in this fucking miserable end of this game. I might as well that I will never revisit. But here is the bottle, folks. So you can get a look at it right here. So this is. I'll show you the brand here. Quality, bang for your buck, if you will. So shit's good. Shout out to Dana for making that selection in the fridge because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm drinking whiskey that smells like gasoline. So that's my life.
It's because you can't smell. So, like, what's the difference for him?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, man. Bob Wright just been on the nose pretty much. It's just regurgitating that I was right. Exactly. All of this. But mainly, it's for celebration, and it won't be that nitpicky. I just want I said I don't care which QB honestly starts at the end of this today. Just make it fucking 2-0, and I'll be happy. Let's just get to the real season, which is happening soon. So we'll see you on the post-game show, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, Alvin. Appreciate it. Hey, and Bob, Steven, everybody that's Mikey, anybody that's in here right now, just text us at the phone number. You know it, 215-509-5833. Send us your address because I'm obviously going to send that out to Alvin tomorrow. So if you guys want one, let me know by tomorrow, literally by tomorrow. And if you don't get it in, I can't send it to you. But I'll be at the post office. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you very soon, guys. Thanks for hanging.